Hello, I'm Toycat, and welcome back to another live stream where I'm going to be doing Jetpunk quizzes until I get one 100%. You see, recently I've had a string of slightly embarrassing quiz results. For someone who knows things about geography, I've been doing average, slightly above average, and honestly even below average, which is something I need to fix with a perfect quiz. So my editor Naito sent me this one and said he didn't do that great at it, but I felt like being able to place the states on a map without any borders is something I might be able to do. So is this stream going to be short? Well, why don't you find out? This is the last stream I'm doing on my PC before I entirely reformat. My SSD has been slightly corrupted, so I got myself a brand new one. I'm going to be installing that after the stream, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. But first, let's crack open a drink, because it's going to be a fun one. Let's be real. Oh, it's really good. This is bottle green. They make a really good squash, and apparently they've got a potato juice spritz. Really great. So let's get started. This is a featured quiz with 1 star, and it was last updated March 20th, 2025. I'm not sure what state they added then, but I guess we'll find out. We've got 8 minutes to place all of them, and I'm going to start with the big ones first. If we can pick... Oh, we can't pick. Oh, we can pick. Okay. So you got to start with the biggest ones first, because they're the easiest, and they'll help us with the rest. Look at this Cham Tactical. So Rhode Island is the smallest. Instead, we'll start with something on the edges that is easy to do. South Carolina. I can do that. It's right there. Right there. Right there. It's got a little dancing figure here. Has it broken? Chat. Okay. The page is broken. Let's try that one again. Start quiz. I mean, it's got a little alien figure. Okay, Maine. I can actually do Maine easy. It's right up there. So do we have to... Oh, we have to drag it. Oh, I'm so silly. So that is 100% Maine in the top right corner. Alabama. Alabama borders Florida, I want to say. And it's not all the way over here in this little Louisiana over here. So it's got to be somewhere in between those two things, I would say. Oh. 1 state is my score, which equals or beats 23.7% of test takers. So if we do that again, but tactically, Illinois, I could put on a map 100%. It's like bottom middle of the little lake here. Oh, really close. North Dakota, 100% can put on a map. It borders Canada like there. Delaware, probably... But Delaware is so tiny, it controls just this tiny little stretch there, but I can get it. Connecticut, it's like on a low-resolution map, this is tricky, but it's like there, above Long Island. Easy. Maryland, it is the stretch just to the left of Delaware here, so that should be it. Arizona, so California's there, Arizona's right next to it, so there. Kansas is, oh, that's a tricky one. Kansas, I have no idea. Kansas is like the middle of the country, but in a confusing way. Can't believe I'm catching a stream of the map, guys, says Jeff Shannon. Indeed, Merry Streammas. Wait, I don't know what that is. Merry Christmas to you. We're doing a stream because ad revenue is better during this month, I guess. It is, okay, so how about we skip till we get the Alaska and the Hawaiis out here? If we're allowed to skip through them. So, Washington, nice easy one. Virginia, nice easy one. No, not actually that easy. I think it's right there. I think it borders Maryland, but I'm not 1,000% sure. So I'll go there. Yep, it does. Kentucky is then west. No, Tennessee is west of Virginia, right? No, it's got to be Kentucky is west of Virginia. I think it's right there, but I won't go for it yet. We'll go for Pennsylvania, since it's made it so painfully obvious with this little blob. Then New York is also painfully obvious. Then Indiana is, oh god, one of the ones in between those. Utah is just above... No, it's above and like to the right of Nevada, so we'll go wait for that one. North Carolina, I think, I don't even know it. Rhode Island. That is tiny, it's going to mess me up. Oklahoma, Alaska. Yeah, let's get a freebie. Let's get a freebie. Montana, it's got to be next to North Dakota, right? It is. Hawaii, it's a freebie. Maine, it's also a freebie. Chat, I think we might get our first 50 today. We're going to run out of time before we run out of ability to do this. Look at this. Nebraska, it's in the middle again. If we just build ourselves up a map by going around the edges, then we can get this one. Missouri, it's next to Illinois. Iowa, it's next to Illinois and Missouri. Hey, look at that. Mississippi. Coming up next. Oh, this is the perfect time to tune in, says Toasted Noodle. Good to see you, Toasted Noodle. You look like you'd be a good Minecraft YouTuber. Maybe you should start a Minecraft channel. I don't really know what Minecraft is. Like, you don't get scored on it between 1 and 100, and you know, you can't endlessly scroll it. So it's No fun if you ask me. Mississippi's tricky. I'm not going to go for it right now. I'm going to wait till I have more states. South Carolina. It doesn't border Florida. It borders Georgia, which borders Florida. So we just go for like there, we'll be safe. Idaho, it's this weird state here. Oregon, borders that. New Jersey, but oh yeah, we're getting there, chat. We're gonna have this one. Georgia, Louisiana, it's in this little L. Massachusetts, it's the biggest part of what's remaining here, but like down. So like there. West Virginia, borders regular Virginia. Michigan, it's the little, someone told me how to do this once. They like put their hand, they put their thumb out to the side weirdly. Texas is all the way down here. Wisconsin is this one above Illinois, I want to say. Yes, it is. New Hampshire. There's a left and a right. Left is Vermont, right is New Hampshire, because New Hampshire borders Boston-ish. Yeah, that works. Vermont, yeah, look at that. We were just talking about that. New Mexico is this weird one there. Wyoming is... it's that one, I think. I've already committed placing it. Let's go. Okay, Nevada. It's next to California. It goes in this little inlet here. Ohio. That has to be further west than Indiana, right? It can't be Ohio, Indiana, or can it be? Can I put it back down? I might not be able to. Okay, Ohio has to go... Ohio, Indiana. Yeah, Indiana's near Illinois, so Ohio's there. Boom. California, big one. Easy. Arkansas. Bulls, I shouldn't have picked it up. I don't know. Is it Arkansas and then... Arkansas actually borders Texas, I'm like 90% sure. Let's go for it. Yes, I was right. Alabama is in this little hole here. Minnesota, that one there. Tennessee, it's the bottom one of the two. Yep. Kansas is in the middle here. Kentucky is above that one. Indiana, that's this one here. Yeah, we've got this. We're on the home straight now. If I can just pin that on correctly. I didn't do it the first time, so I can't claim moral victory or anything. But we just proved that I can pin every single one of the states on a blank map. And that gets me into a new level where only 10.8% of people have also gotten to. Yeah, let's see which one the hardest was. So the least likely one to get correct is Missouri. Rhode Island is shockingly common too. Whereas 37% of people get Hawaii. Presumably it's not more because more people don't get offered Hawaii. So yeah, we did it, chat. So, fun stream, K-Bye. Yep, great stream, but I do think we could keep doing one over and over again until we get it. I want to get it on the first try, though. So, next up, let's go to new and popular, Europe map quiz. Fill in the map of Europe by correctly guessing each highlighted country. It's not fun if they highlight it. They give it away entirely there. So let's go, let's go to name a valid country by continent. Oh, this is fun. Name a country that borders exactly one other country in Africa. Lesotho, because it only borders South Africa. Name a country that borders exactly one other country in Asia. South Korea, only borders North Korea. Name a country that borders only one other country in Europe. Portugal. And then North America, I guess Canada. It technically borders Denmark, so it'll be a bit cheeky if it lets me have that. Yep, not correct. Not factual. Is New Mexico better than Mexico because it's better? You mean because it's newer? I guess that applies to Zealand and York. New geography rule. I mean, generally speaking, you could argue new is worse, right? They've had less time to get off the ground. By the way, internet, how do you like my haircut? I was recording a video earlier and I was like, I think my hair's a bit long. And I went out and got it cut. And the guy spent the whole time trying to upsell me on an oil product. And he's like, let me just put it in your hair. You'll really love it. And now it looks like he unwashed my hair with that, which is very disappointing. What's a country that borders exactly one country in Oceania? It's got to be like Papua New Guinea, I guess. No, Malay. No, that's not Oceania anymore. It's got to be Papua New Guinea. Yeah. What country has had deaths due to volcanic eruption since 1900 in Africa? Genuinely, I would be fairly confident that none of them have. Can I type in none? Is none an option? None is not an option. It's got... Okay, where are volcanoes? Morocco? They probably have volcanoes. Nope. Where are there volcanoes in Africa? Oh, okay, let's go South Africa. Cape Town. No, where are the volcanoes? Okay, let's go France. Nope. Because, you know, France, it does have an African piece of land. Madagascar definitely has volcanoes. But they don't have any eruption deaths? Where have people died? There are no dead people in Africa. Okay, so can we click to another scare? Okay, Asia. I know there was the huge one in East Timor, right? No, was it Indonesia? There was a big one at the start of the century. Europe, Iceland, right? Yeah, someone died in that? Oh, that's sad. Oceania, there was definitely a death in New Zealand to a volcano recently. South America, I'm just gonna go Peru. No, Argentina. Oh, apparently. Has a V in its name in Africa. Let's get this back going. Zambia. Okay, what countries in Africa have a V? What countries have a V in general? Let's go Venezuela. Nice and easy. Then we'll go for North America. Mexico. I think there's a volcano in Dr. Congo. Okay, let's give it a try. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's cheating. I won't accept that in the future. So North America, V country. Not the United States, not Canada, not Mexico, not Honduras, not Guatemala, not Costa Rica, not Virgin Islands, I guess. It's going to be cheeky if that lets it count. No. The British Virgin Islands, I have to say. But I guess they're not a country, are they? V in North America, don't know. V in Europe? Vice. Actually, let's go back to V. Ivory Coast in Africa, right? So there we go. That's like Ireland. Asia, V. Quickly. I don't know. Is a monarchy. Okay, I can do monarchies easy. Lesotho. Easy. Asia. Thailand. Easy. Europe. Italy. No, like Sweden. Better example. North America. Royalties? There's no monarchies in... Oh, God. We'll just go for Australia. Technically a monarchy still. One of the hottest 5 in its continent. Oh, God. It's got to be Australia here. No, it's not one of the 5 hottest in its continent. Jesus. So, the answers that I least should have... The ones that most people got correct that I got wrong were deaths due to volcanic eruptions. And so, it's every single one of them. North America, are you okay? Are you okay? Everyone there has their own volcanoes? You know, Naito, if you're here right now, did you know that Mexico has had deaths due to volcanic eruptions since 1900? Are you guys okay? Like, in Europe, the equivalent, just to be clear... so Europe, deaths by volcanic eruptions. There's 4 countries, and I didn't know 3 of them. But still, it's 4 countries compared to, like, the whole list. There's more countries in Europe, too. I knew we had volcanoes, but I hadn't heard of them erupting. So I beat 6.4% of test takers. I got too caught up on it. I thought I had to do them in order. I could have totally aced this with some more time. And so, yeah, here's the way points... the Jetpunk as a whole, I only like to use it for one reason, chat. They've got me in a vice grip solely because they have this little thing here. It shows you all the countries you visited, and it means I can have one web page and show exactly where I've been. State, province, and, parts of countries-wise. And so, yeah, it's like a really inspiring map for me to look at. I love to look at the world and be like, there is a whole... giant section here and here that I need to visit. It's like a good reminder of that. It's weird because I feel like my instinct is to visit like places that are nearby other ones I have visited. Like I think I'd love to go to Kazakhstan, before it gets invaded, or I'd love to go to like India, or I feel like there's the Mongolia. I would love to see places. If you could go to Belarus, I'd love to go there, or even this whole stretch of Balkan countries that I just haven't been to. It would be nice to go. But I have not gone. But yeah, so the reason I use Jetpunk is because of that. And when you use Jetpunk, you also get this whole leveling system where you can collect badges. And I think they're kind of silly. But again, just because I use the site for the rest of it, I find it to be enjoyable. And so you can see your best quizzes. I have got a few 100% in my days. But we didn't get 100% just there. In fact, we got pretty shockingly poor. 16 out of 34. 47%, which is pretty bad. So now, let's next go to the... I'm not going to go for every US metro on a map. I'm not going to get 100% there. Let's go for all country flags of the world. I should be able to do this. I know in my heart, if you gave me an infinite amount of time and a desert island, I'd be out of that desert island in a few hours. But not the first time. I've done this before, and I got 114. Can I beat 114? And crucially... can we get up to 196? Looking at the flags, I'm a little less confident now, but let's go for it anyway. USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand. Australia is white, New Zealand is red. I know that. I learned that, internet. New Zealand. And then Canada. And then that's going to be Russia. Netherlands. France. Italy, one assumes? Yeah. And then it could be Ireland or it could be the Ivory Coast. It looks too India for that to be Ireland. So this has to be Ireland. This has to be the Ivory Coast. Damn it, I don't know. I stare at Irish stuff all the time. Okay, do I have an Irish flag hanging around here somewhere? No, okay. In the absence of cheating, this is too wide to be European. So this is European, even though it looks like India. Oh, okay, so we can apparently sneak it over there. I was wrong, but I still get it. So this is the Ivory Coast. Why is Ireland's flag at such a weird ratio? Is there a good reason for that? If you get it, I will donate my Pookie. Okay, you know what? We need to get that person's Pookie, whatever that means. Also, OMG Hi, my favorite alt-right YouTuber is live. Yeah, that's right. If you think about it, right, if alt, you know, I hadn't heard the term alt-right in forever. I think it like stopped being an insult for whoever it is. But if you think about it, if alternative right, because for a lot of alt-right people that don't have a lot of right beliefs, or like at least not traditional right beliefs, right? Therefore, everyone is a type of alt-right. I'm so, you know, you're so alternatively right that you don't share any things in common with them, which is the way that it's defined. It's like, okay, so I'm doing pretty good here. That's definitely Belarus, by the way. If it's not, it's Madagascar, I guess. Is it? Hey, it is. This is, I want to say Palau. It's one of those, yeah, Brazil. Chat, I think I learned the flag since I last did this, apparently. How are you going to spin this? Says Chantal. No, so I've never heard someone who describes themselves as alt-right. I've heard someone who described themselves as alt-left once. It was the trans soldier I met from the first trans soldier in the U.S. military, if I'm not mistaken. But I met them and they were like, yeah, it's like you meet a lot of alt-left types and it makes you... But I weirdly enough, I feel like, you know, I think a term is only good if people agree to accept it, because otherwise you just scapegoat people with it. I think that's the problem with the F word that is used a lot. Speaking of, oh yeah, all we have to do is, okay, you know what? If talking politics gets you killed in that other game, it gives you superpowers in this one. Chat, I've got a 100% success rate so far. This is going to be Senegal, I'm pretty sure. No, it's not. Oh, okay. Okay, we lost our superpower. So this is Kosovo. This is Albania. This is Cyprus. That's Bhutan. If it's not Bhutan, it's Nepal, but it's Bhutan. This is Lebanon. I think their tree is so weird. Do you agree with me, internet? Do you know what I mean? Toycat should definitely be a spin doctor. I do think there is a... You know, I do think that... Oh, Vatican. You don't have to type in city. So this is Switzerland. This is Belgium. You can tell from the weird ratio. This is India. If it's not India, then oh my god, what is it? Who has an Indian flag without the weird icon in the middle? Why does someone have that, first of all? Green, yellow, blue is... It's going to be Africa. It looks like it's European, but it's going to be... Because it's not Lithuania. It's like... it's not Chad. It's going to be one of those countries in that ballpark that is going for European-ish vibes. Don't know it, though. Israel, well, I said their name. Must be alt right now. Papua New Guinea. This is San Marino. Yeah, I know flags. I know flags, internet. Turkey, this is other Turkey. Evil Turkey. North Cyprus, I think. No, what is that? Is it not Northern? It's going to be Northern Cyprus. But, like, I think North Cyprus should... What is this? It's definitely Turkey. If it's not, it's Tunisia, I guess. But Tunisia... Whoa, Tunisia has a crazy flag. You guys ever realize that? Like, my brain... I know it, apparently, but... I thought this was Tunisia. Is this Algeria? If this is Algeria, then the one next to it, I don't know what it is. Pakistan? Why is there a white strip on the Pakistan flag? This is Comoros. No, it's not. It's Mauritania, then. Mauritania. This is Kazakhstan? No, Azerbaijan. Yeah, look at my flag knowledge right here. Actually frustrating watching Toycat not know basic flags. Come on, we're at 50. We missed these. I could get them. Like, this is Libya, Liberia. No, it's not Liberia. It's an L country. It's in there. I can get them, but I learned you're gonna get the ones you know first, then come back later. So now, oh god, this is Seychelles, I think. No, the Seychelles is a bit more rainbowy. This has to be, so this is Comoros if I didn't already do it. Yeah. And then this is, oh. So I guess Africa is my weak spot on this one, huh? Malaysia. And then this is... So I'm not getting 100%, I think, already. Maybe if I can go by, like, process of elimination later. But this is Kyrgyzstan. I recognize their flag as having that weird strip, but I don't know. Kyrgyzstan, no. Tajikistan, maybe, because it's got, like, a little bit of a thing going on. There's Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, and what's the other stan? It's got to be a stan. It's not Afghanistan. This is Afghanistan over here, right? No, this is Saudi Arabia. What an intimidating flag to just accept. This is probably Belarus. It's not Belarus. So we'll go back to the easy ones. Germany, Spain, South Africa, Sudan. Not Sudan? Oh, yeah. That's Kenya then, I guess, maybe? It could be Kenya. It's, the flags are quite similar, and you don't realize until you go to basic pattern recognition. So we got Mexico, don't worry, Naito. We got India. So who has the fake India flags? There's 2 fake Indias out there. Oh wait, one of the fake Indias has got to be... This one, I'm going to guess it's Guyana, right? No, that's not true. Fake India, not gonna find them now. So this is Lesotho. Lesotho. No, it's Eswatini, but it's actually called something else now. Is it Eswatini? What are they called now these days? Swaziland's their old name. That's their new name. This is Kenya. This is Barbados. Honestly, Barbados has the best flag in the Caribbean. They know how to do it. This is Austria. See your takes on the Mexico States quiz. You know, I'll give it a shot, Naito. It's gonna go poorly, but I will give it a shot for you. Trying my hardest not to backseat, says Glove from Croatia. Yeah, I do feel like flags are one of my real weak points in global geography. So Poland, Indonesia, what are the other flags in there? Monaco? And then this is Austria. If not, no, this is Latvia. Austria is a bit less spaced apart. Latvia? That's Latvia. That's 100% Latvia. What is red, white, red if not Latvia? Oh, it's Peru. Jesus, why is Peru looking so European? You know, every continent needs to pick its own style. This is Egypt, I think, but it looks a bit too basic to be Egypt. It's very similar to Egypt, but this will be Egypt instead. So we have to type it each time. There we go. That's Egypt. This is going to be Arabic Egypt. So it looks kind of... I'm going to go Yemen for this one. Okay, so Pan-Arab colors. This is where you can get messed up. They're very similar. This is the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Easy to get mixed up, easy to make a mistake with. This is Sudan. No, this is a country that changed, so I think they changed it because of the war. So it's Syria, right? Yeah, got it. This is the UAE. This is Sudan. Oh, god damn. Jordan, maybe? Yeah, that's Jordan. This is Kuwait. You can tell it's got kind of like, it looks like a gem from a video game. Arabic Egypt. Yeah, exactly. If only there was an Arabic Egypt in the world, like we were expecting. But no, Egypt has the big bird because they're freedom-loving, pan-Arab colors, and these are Arab-loving pan-Arab colors. So it's not Morocco. It can't go that far west. So it's somewhere east. It's somewhere in the Middle East. It's not Syria. Have we got a Yemen yet? If we don't have a Yemen, this is a really good... Okay, could this be Yemen? I don't think this is Yemen. Oh, that is Yemen. Yemen haven't yet worked out their identity in the pan-Arab colors. So if that's Yemen, that's Egypt. Where else fits in there? It can't be South Sudan. South Sudan, I think, is Christian. So it'd be weird for them to really... Yeah, it wouldn't be South Sudan. So one of the other countries in the Gulf. Not Bahrain, not one of the oil ones, not one of the gas ones. Not Saudi. What other countries are there? I mean, it's conceivable if it's not Kuwait, because we got Kuwait. Oh, we didn't type in Kuwait, by the way. So is that after Kuwait? That's going to be Iraq if they're just next door. If that's not Iraq, then that's Iraq. Iraq is Arabic Egypt. Well, now I know. This is Iran, and this is somewhere in the world. This it looks like the UAE, but not. So same Pan-Arab color scheme. Could this be South Sudan? This could be South Sudan. It's not. I don't know South Sudan's flag, chat. I genuinely, even if I don't know this, I know I've seen it. It's for the Mauritius, right? It's not for Mauritius? Did I spell Mauritius wrong, maybe? No, not Mauritius. The Maldives, sorry. Right place, wrong name. Like, I know the flag, even if I don't know the flag. But some of these, I'm like, like Tajikistan. With some of them, this is the, with some flags, I don't think I actually know it. Like this, it's got to be somewhere in Africa. It's not going to be the Caribbean. I don't know it, though. So let's go for Antigua. Let's go for Argentina. Uruguay. Uruguay. This is... That looks like Kazakhstan, too, though. I don't know what this is. It's got to be South America, I guess. Or maybe it's Nauru. No, Nauru's not that complicated. This is Macedonia. Get that locked out of the way. And then this one is... So that's probably Nauru, right? Nauru, it's not Nauru. It's Vanuatu? No, I don't know. I don't know this one, actually. It could be... It's not Tuvalu. I think Tuvalu's flag is not that pretty. No offense. So then we got Philippines next. That's a nice, easy peasy one. Again, I feel like the Philippines flag is just everywhere in the world. You see it everywhere. Whereas you don't necessarily see the bird. What flag is this? It looks like it's like a British state flag. So I've got to think former British colonies that don't have a British flag in them. Or maybe it's not. Maybe they just love seagulls. I don't know. This is Kazakhstan. But I feel like I already got Kazakhstan, but I'm wrong. This is a prominent South African country. Unless that's South Sudan. There's no South Sudan in the world. So this is Nauru, though. Yeah, we finally got it. This is Venezuela or Colombia. You know, in the same way that there's pan-Arab colors, there's like pan-South American colors. Glory to Kazakhstan. Glory to Kazakhstan. So, what else could it be? Ecuador, I guess, logically. It's not Ecuador? Oh, God. This is the Seychelles. This is somewhere in Africa. This is Tanzania. I can get that right off the bat. Nice and unique, nice and recognizable. This is St. Kitts, I want to say. Yeah, St. Kitts and Nevis. This is Trinidad, weirdly to be next there. This is Brunei, big oil-rich country. This is Bosnia. And then next to Bosnia, that looks like the Bahamas, but I don't know why the Bahamas flag would be like this. I've never looked into the Bahamas flags and the reason behind it. The AK-47 flag is they joined the Commonwealth. They're a Portuguese colony, Mozambique. Again, this is the most metal flag in the world, chat. They have an AK-47 with a bayonet in front of a book. You will not be learning if the man of the AK-47 says no. And I think that's a powerful message to put on your flag, you know. This is Zimbabwe, I think. I don't know. I've never looked into what the thing on the Zimbabwe flag is. But I know that it is there. This is Guyana, I think. Yeah, I know Guyana. And so this is Timor-Leste, the place with all the volcanoes. Or the place with no volcanoes, I've learned. This is... Oh, we're really messed up here. I'm going to skip them because we're running out of time. So I'm just going for the easy wins to get my score up higher than before. I need to beat past me, and that means I need to type in as many as possible. This is Texas. This is African Malaysia. This is Taiwan. Controversial to include it, some would say. This is... it's somewhere in the south of China. I don't know where. This is North Korea. Honestly, pretty decent flag. This is Laos. This is southern Iceland, I guess. This right here, again, looks like a US state, but it can't be. If there's a white man and there's a black man, it's got to be somewhere in the Caribbean that is like on good terms with their colonizers, I guess. I don't know, we're just gonna have to skip. This is Liechtenstein. Oh, I don't know how to spell Liechtenstein. That's definitely Liechtenstein, right? That definitely is. What? Oh no, this is, okay, so this is Liechtenstein. Get that locked down. This is Cambodia. Oh no, we're not going to beat ourselves. We're going to really be fast. Only ones I know now. Only ones that I can type immediately. No guessing. This is Slovakia. This is Croatia. This is Slovenia. This is where all the pretty women on the internet with the flags are from. Oh no, it's the other one actually. Oh no. Okay. It's Costa Rica. It's not, well, this is the one where everyone's proud of their flag. This is Luxembourg. This is Honduras. Ooh, we're not going to beat ourselves. Okay, just easy ones. Easy ones. What's the easiest one? This is Ukraine. This is Fiji. I want to say this is Fiji, actually. This is Latvia. This is somewhere. This is me. Sri Lanka. This is, it's like Kenya's friend, Uganda. Yeah, this is Moldova. No. So I did beat my previous score. apparently. But I only beat 63.4%. And crucially, we only got 60%. We just ran out of time. So just for my benefit right now, this is India. Their evil flagless cousin is Niger. And their even less recognizable friend is... There was another one of these, right? There was another India looking flag. So the first flags I didn't get were Cameroon, Burkina Faso, and Myanmar. I think Burkina Faso is quite a tricky one. It looks like it could be from quite a few parts of the world at first glance. And then putting it next to Cameroon is where you really get it confused. Myanmar, I think, is a really cool flag. Shame about the country. But, you know, as far as Uzbekistan, I knew there was another stand. And there's also Turkmenistan. So I knew these were both the stands, and I could even, like, group them together. I just wasn't quite getting it. I always think Burkina is Guyana. Yeah, Burkina Faso, this could be a believable Guyana. I get that. Malawi, that's useful to know. Also, let's go find out the real tough calls I had to make near the end there. So Belize, of course, Central America. Let me see if I've got the right call about that being that they just get on really well with the people who are there right now. So let's just quickly find out. Belize flag of Belize. So the flag of Belize is a royal blue field with two horizontal, and then there's the national coat of arms. So why is the national coat of arms? He's not actually white, is he? He's kind of like tanned. And then there's a gentleman from, I assume, Africa, maybe the Caribbean here. So mestizo has replaced one. Oh, so it used to be there used to be two Africa. Okay, so this is wild. It used to be two Afro-Caribbean men, and they made one of them into a Central American. Also, the other guy changed his skin tone. Isn't that fascinating? Also, they got rid of the flag. The flag is clearly essential. I mean, it's covering up their spoon or whatever this is, so I see where they went with that. 123 out of 196 is what I got. Congratulations! I do think if I was better at spelling, I think I could get there. Like Qatar, I know these. I just ran out of time because 15 minutes feels like it should be so much time, but it really isn't. But we still beat 63% of people, which shows that, again, even with all the knowledge of flags in the world, you're getting 100% is tricky for this one. So Naito says we should try Mexican states. This will not go well. I have... Oh, okay, wait, we can... Okay, this is great. I might get 100% on this if you give me the names of them. So select a state. This is Baja California, not sir. This is Baja California, sir. Okay, no idea. This is Agua Calientes, I think. It's not. This is Oaxaca. It's not. This is Nuevo Leon. No, it's not. It's not. I think this is Querétaro. It's not. This is not Querétaro Rude there. This could be Guanajuato. Yeah, I really don't know Mexico that well. I know the famous states. And I know this little corner here. Can I... Okay, we can click on the corner. I know... So the Yucatan is up here. And then next to the Yucatan is whatever's in... Whatever Cancun must be in. Also, thank you for my Pookie. Jokes aside, just want to say thank you for making the videos. And please keep uploading them. You're welcome, Poppy Factory. You're very welcome for that. So it's not Oaxaca. Oaxaca's the one that's famous for food. Chiapas? Campeche? Yeah, Hidalgo? Where is... Cancun is in a famous state, I assumed. Is it Querétaro? It's Puebla. It's Puebla. Oh, it's not Puebla. So this is Nuevo Leon, I think. I'm relatively confident. No, this is Nuevo Leon. Yes! Mexico City's this tiny one in the center here. Yeah, look at that. It has to have an arrow. So that's Mexico City DF. Wait, DF and Mexico? What is... Okay, Naito, what does DF stand for? Because it's got to be that this is Mexico, This is going to be DF, and the center's going to be... Oh, no, this is DF, and that was Mexico. Damn it. Oaxaca is in this corner here. I know I went to Guadalajara, and it was, like, southwest of the country. I didn't leave the airport. How do you even spell Guadalajara? Guadalajara is a city, damn it. So this is Oaxaca. This is Oaxaca. This is Oaxaca. This is Oaxaca. That's Oaxaca? No, Oaxaca's going to be this one then. It's not going to be that one. That's not going to be Oaxaca. So Sinaloa is going to be on the border, I guess. Wrong. This is Tabasco, I think. Tabasco's an odd shape. No, this is Tabasco. Yeah! I know. That's old. DF is Federal District. It's CDMX now. Yeah, I see CDMX. I saw CDMX everywhere when I was there. Do Canada next, says Chantal. I think I'll nail Canada. I'm just gonna say, I think I would nail Canada, easy peasy. We for real, Toy Cat? Yeah, if you grew up in America, you must know the Mexican states. If you grew up in Mexico, I hear you are taught the Mexican states. But like Puebla, that's Puebla. Oh no, wait, I'm in the wrong part of the country. Puebla has to be near the coast, I assume. I know Jalisco. This is Jalisco. No. I know Chihuahua. No, I don't think I'm going to get any of these. So I think the safest thing to do now, I literally have no idea now. Like Veracruz, Sonora. No, Quintero and Quintero route. This is the border. So one of these is the route. No, I'm not getting it. So now we're going to guess all the rest of them are Oaxaca. I'm going to get one of them right eventually. No, I did not. So the biggest state that I missed that people get is Chihuahua. Oh, in fact, most people get Baja California and Sur. Yucatan is impressive too. Mexico City, DF, pretty common. And then Tabasco is the state that I knew that the fewest people got. But I don't know Sonora. Sonora, if you're curious, is this one. I think I knew in my heart of hearts that, like, so I know Sinaloa was near the border because there was a movie called Sinaloa. And I beat 39.5% of people with that shockingly poor result, which shows the Anglo-centric world that we clearly are on with this website. So let's do islands by shape. I think I'll win this one. Yeah, I think this is my 100%. So Australia, Sri Lanka, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like it's curving towards India. That's Greenland. That's Cyprus. It's on their flag. This is the UK. Oh, you can't skip. And that's not Cyprus? Oh, I spelled it wrong. Tell me how to fix this internet. Corpus. Okay, Cyprus. This one I actually don't know. Can I click on this one? Okay. So can I just type in any island then? Okay, so UK. This is definitely Newfoundland. Again, that Canada knowledge coming in handy. This is Iceland. This is Sicily, if I'm not mistaken. It looks so similar to not be Sicily. Sicily. This is Cuba. This is New Zealand's North Island. Do I have to type in... Hey, North Island. This is somewhere in the has to be Scandinavia somewhere. Ooh, this is Jamaica, I want to say. Jamaica. No. Is that not Jamaica? Really stretchy east. Oh, yeah. So this is a flat island. This looks like it could be... This looks like it could be lots of things. Also, I really want to say I appreciate your videos. They're my favorite videos to fall asleep to. Not meaning they're boring, just they're relaxing to listen to. I appreciate hearing that. I was forced to learn them. I don't know if I love the pronunciation more or the wrong states. I'm so bad at Spanish. I tried to learn... You know, I don't know if you've ever heard this story, Naito. I tried to take Spanish in school at GCSE level, like just before the last thing you do before leaving school. And my teacher, I got assigned and everything, and my teacher saw me there in the class, and on day one was like, no, you're not involved in this. Don't worry about taking this lesson. I'll make sure you get reassigned to something else. And she did. She made sure I was in a different class. I took history. It was actually pretty good. That was the class where I think I exposed a vein, and everyone at my table was like, that's not okay. Anyway, okay, so okay, this is a well-known island, I think. What island looks like that? Okay, so this looks like Iraq to me, but Iraq is not an island yet. Yeah, I don't know any of these. Bahrain, I'm gonna go for. I love that 5-point Indonesian island. It's an Indonesian island, you reckon? Well, let's sneakily type in Indonesia. That's not enough. 5-pointy Indonesian island? Yeah, I'm not going to get any of these. This is in the Caribbean. I think I should know this one, but I don't. This seems a lot like Jamaica, but we know it's not. And this doesn't look like any. It looks like an alien. Look, it looks like literally an alien. Probably because it's green. How much did I get? I beat 53.1%. Baffin wouldn't have gotten. Hawaii? Oh. Sulawesi? No. New Guinea? Yeah. Crete! Ah, it's Crete. And this is Hokkaido. Oh, yeah, of course. That's like, not Sapporo. That's Hakodate down there. That's Sapporo in the middle there. Oh, bulls. So we got Newfoundland, which a lot of people didn't. But we didn't get Crete, which is an obvious one. So, pretty decent. But again, not 100%. So we continue. Let's do islands by shape too. Okay, so again, it starts easy, gets tricky. On instinct, I think we can do this though, chat. Okay, so Ireland. Kind of, you know, the island is called the Island of Ireland. This is, what's the main island? It's Kanto, right? Oh no, Kanto's the region. What is the island in Japan called? Then this is Jamaica this time. They saw all the Jamaicas and they realized that, no, it's not Jamaica. Oh no, I don't know any of these anymore. So that's Taiwan. That is suspiciously like Taiwan. This is New York, Long Island. Yeah, Long Island. Oh, I know it. It's okay. We got this one over here. We got the Iraq-looking one over here. We got whatever this is. This is Borneo. No way, that's not Borneo. Yeah. Honshu is the island name. Then we got... Is this Madagascar? Madagascar. Yeah, it is! Look how crazy similar Madagascar and Taiwan look. I guarantee this guy put together this quiz just to make that point. Yeah, Long Island I'm pretty impressed with. But I don't think I'm getting any better than that. Like, what is this? What... I think I should know this one. This looks like an island that I encounter all the time. Am I allowed to look at a map for this? Yeah, it doesn't say the island name on a map. So just zooming around might not help me necessarily. Is it okay, so this is a famous island. Oh, that's Crete, right? So that is a really big island I should know. What are the other big islands on a map that I'm just not thinking about? Tasmania. I bet Tasmania is one of them. Is this Tasmania? That's Tasmania, right? That's a big old island. Yeah, of course it's Tasmania. Other Canadian island, someone says? Another Canadian island? What, PEI? Oh, it is! Okay, that's cheating. I see, I don't wanna get 100% by cheating, chat. But that is PEI. I knew it was something similar. The fact that I can get that by its outline, or at least the fact that I can be near that by its outline, I'm pretty impressed with. This isn't Cyprus, because that was in the last one. It's a big Caribbean island. That's, it's Haiti. It's Hispaniola. I think genuinely everyone knows the island, but no one knows the name. Hispaniola. Yeah! And this is... It's got to be a bit... If it's the start ones, these are the ones everyone should be getting. So this is... I don't even know. What's a big famous island everyone should know? Again, I think Tasmania. Just, it struck me as like, it's a big island. So we've gone for Borneo. Oh no, Java, right? Java's not an island. No, Java's definitely an island. No Bedrock Island yet, sadly. Napoleon Island. You think there's Saint Ascension is on here? I don't recognize it if so. This is quite recognizable. Something about this, I'm gonna scream and when I get it. This could easily be no. It looks a bit like Portugal or like Corsica, but a bit too square to be either of them. So let's give up. Oh, Sardinia, Vancouver. All right, Vancouver's an island. That's why it's so recognizable. Look at my Canadian geography that I'm clearly not getting until I'm wrong. This was Corsica. This is Luzon. I don't think I'd have gotten that. I know the Philippines has a Luzon. I didn't know it was the name of the island. This is South Island. Ah, of course it's New Zealand. It's crazy that North New Zealand is so much more recognizable than the South. I got a score beating 54.3%, proving our exact averageness once again. So let's go for Summer Olympic host city. Oh no, that's not looking fun. Is there a geography section? Let's featured quizzes in geography. So, countries by the first two letters in 90 seconds. The first two letters of every country in 90 seconds? That can't be doable by anyone. Let's go for it, though. Yeah, actually, this is a fun quiz. This is about a mix of geography with fast typing. So, USA? Wait, what? Canada. Okay, America. It's US, right? United. Okay, oh, because it's United. France. Germany. Sweden. Finland. Russia. Netherlands. Poland. Sudan. South Sudan. Wait, let's go for North. There's going to be a North something. Brazil. Australia. China. India. Yeah, we got this. This is a lot of fun. IR, Iraq, Iran, Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Mexico, Peru, Denmark, then Madagascar, MO is a lot apparently, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Pakistan. Yeah, this is awesome actually. I'm getting down with whatever this quiz is. It's like, it's speed running as a quiz format. Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay. Oh, we got Paraguay already. Bolivia, Venezuela, Colombia, Cuba, Jamaica. We already got Jamaica. Wow. Libya. Libya's already on there. Taiwan. Tunisia. Algeria. Egypt. Man, yeah, you really run out of like letters that you just know off the top of your head. Spain, Ukraine, Belarus. Okay, so we beat 68%. When it comes to speedrunning, I do a lot better than everything else. I think you would struggle to get this 100% no matter how much you like studied. But yeah, the most correct that I got correct was Qatar. No one goes for it apparently. I want to go one more time. This is fun. This is stupid fun. This is, why does Borneo look like chunky Godzilla? I've never heard of that one before. Oh, you didn't get South Island, New Zealand? I know, I got North Island last time, but not this one. Let's go for cities with biggest economies. This is my sort of knowledge. Oh god, not this level of detail. So the biggest economy city in the world, I think shockingly it should be Beijing or Shanghai, but it's going to be New York. Oh. So it's not London. London's going to be in the top 5. Oh, it's 6. So the Rhine-Ruhr, for some reason, is just pre-entered in because it's not a city. It's going to be Tokyo then, I guess, logically. Yeah, Tokyo has a higher GDP than New York. Then in between, there's going to be like the Singapore. Oh no, really low down. Hong Kong's going to be high. Not Hong Kong, that's for geese. Between New York and London. So Sydney's not going to be quite there, right? Sydney's not on the list? Did I just spell Sydney wrong? Sydney is on the list. Sydney is on the list. Melbourne? What do you mean they're not any of the biggest cities in the world? How does Sydney not have anywhere near as much GDP as London? Fake list. Don't trust it. Toronto is going to technically be on there then. Chicago, logically, because the US is so high. Los Angeles. If it's higher than London, then it's a fake list. Fake list. We can scrap this right now. Las Vegas shouldn't be. Yeah, it's not. So Houston will technically be 2. And if you got Houston and it's still that high, we're going to have Phoenix. No Phoenix. So we've gone all of the biggest cities from America locked in. Easy peasy. I'll go for Dallas, actually, just in case. Oh, Dallas is a higher... I don't understand what metric they're using here. And so I have no idea how to feasibly keep on top of this. Like, San Francisco... Yeah, if you combine it with its neighbor, apparently it's big. San Diego, not big enough. This list is a mess. Edinburgh, I'll try Edinburgh, but there's no way, right? Yeah, there's no way. I think London is a real outlier within Europe. Like Paris is going to be, just below. Berlin's going to be not even on there. Warsaw certainly won't be. I'll go with Rome, and I'll try Madrid too. Oh, Madrid is barely scraping the list. But then we're done for Europe. Oh no, Moscow is going to be big, and so is Istanbul. Locked them down. I'm thinking California and China. Yeah. So we're going to go Beijing. Shanghai. Oh, Shanghai is second. Shenzhen. Oh, Guangzhou and Shenzhen are merged. So that's my next big city. Wuhan and all the other, like, next... Oh, Wuhan's on here? Oh, okay. So we'll try a big Indian city. Mumbai. We'll try Delhi. Oh, look at that. Chat, we might be getting 100% right here if I can really look it down that easy. I think I would guess that the only South American city in there is going to be Sao Paulo. If it's that high, then they probably also have Buenos Aires. And then I'm going to say probably not Santiago then. Yes, probably not. I think just those two cities. Maybe also Rio de Janeiro, but I don't know how to spell that, so it doesn't matter. What is between Istanbul? Okay, between London and Los Angeles. There is a big city, a world city somewhere in the world that I haven't typed in. And it's not Sydney. Dubai, I guess, is going to be huge. No. Abu Dhabi? Maybe not GDP-wise. Yeah, maybe they're, like, working their way up there. So we've gotten all the obvious European cities. St. Petersburg should be on the list, but I'm not suspecting it will be. Yeah, St. Petersburg is not. Chicago. Yeah, surprisingly, Chicago's here in the top, whatever this is. Cairo. No way Cairo's on the list. Cairo, there's nothing going on in Cairo. I mean, there's a lot of things going on in Cairo. But, oh, Milan? Why is Milan beating Rome? What measurement is this? How do you... It's, okay, urban area, not city proper. So we've got to think about cities that you can technically say are way bigger than they are. Because we're using a measurement for London that doesn't match what London is if Paris is equal to London. Paris city proper is like half the size of London city proper. So I don't know what measurement they're using for both cities, but it's all wonky. So we got to guess like weird places. Munich, Frankfurt. We got to guess like what big cities are actually kind of like merged with the region around them. I don't actually know anymore. I'll go for San Antonio. No, that's not it either. Dallas probably. Yeah, Dallas is bigger than Houston. I don't understand the... I don't get it, but it apparently is. I think there's more Indian cities besides Delhi and Mumbai that are on this list. And I think there's definitely more Chinese cities. But like I don't know how to spell Chongqing. Chongqing? Maybe Google does though. No, it does not. You know, I'll use Google Maps for this one. So help us approve Google Maps. I'm sorry, I won't. Chongqing. Chongqing. So it's Chongqing. Yeah, see, I know. I just can't spell. Between Beijing and Istanbul, and between London and LA, really cannot imagine. I literally can't. Oh, Mexico is definitely going to be on here. Mexico City, yeah. That's like the biggest city in North America by population. Surprised it's so low, but not surprised it's on there. There's going to be nowhere in the Caribbean. There's going to be nowhere in the South Pacific. So where else in Asia? Bangkok? It's like a big-ish... Oh, it's really big. It's bigger than Dallas, apparently. So I'm going to guess Saigon or Ho Chi Minh is not, but I'll go for it anyway. Yeah, it's not. Vietnam's not going to be on there. Thailand is... Where else is like medium rich like Thailand and has one big city? Osaka, someone guesses? Oh, yeah, actually, Japan's big cities, if Japan is such a big... So we'll go for... Kyoto's not going to be on there, but like Fukuoka? Fukuoka? Nah. I think all the rest of Japan's cities just don't rival those two. Kuala Lumpur. Oh, yeah, no. That's what I'm... That's the city. That is literally the city. Oh, but no. Unless I'm spelling it wrong. It's entirely possible I am. Yeah. Kuala Lumpur. Otherwise, I think... Should we just go for some big cities in America? Just lock them in. Miami. Oh, what the... Okay, so Boston then. Okay, so it's just American cities because they're measuring them weirdly. Denver. No. Big American cities with a huge area around them or a huge area inside of them. Seattle has so much tech money in it. Portland has a lot of money in it, but not that much money apparently. Where else has a bunch of money? Salt Lake City. It's going to be weird. Nope. I don't know it. This is going to be so obvious when it goes red, but we're over now, chat. Seoul! Oh, of course it's Seoul. Jakarta, also quite obvious. Taipei, I was trying to think of it in my head. Like, what is Taiwan city called? DC, Chengdu, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Dhaka. Would have never guessed Dhaka. Nagoya, if I'd have realized... Okay, so I would have gotten this besides these three if you gave me enough time. I think Nanjing, Tianjin, and Hangzhou, they're like tricky ones. But we beat 54.3% of test takers. We're perfectly average. Everyone on this website is exactly me. That is what we're learning from this. So every US metro area on a map. Oh, if they give me the map, I think I can do this. I think I can. If you give me a map and you give me the state, no way I don't get this one. I'm not going to go for it, though. I'm not going to go for it. Countries by satellite image. Yeah, 100% we get that one. Divided country name puzzle. Oh, fun. You got to mix them up and put them together. Okay, let's go for another geography quiz. So, world capitals. Oh, that would put me to some shame. But that's what we're here for. Let's get some shame in today, internet. Let's get that shame in. Yeah, your cities are weirdly measured. Yeah, I bet they seem weirdly measured relative to each other, too. I think it's the reason why metro versus city proper, like, the debate exists. Everywhere else, you just kind of get it, but not there. So, yeah, I think world capitals is what we're going to have to go for. I think I will get this. Nope, I have no idea. I'm already lost. Andorra's it's got to be Andorra, right? It's like La Veta. It's like De La Veta. Okay, no, I have no idea. Austria, it is Vienna. Belarus, it is Minsk. Belgium, it is Brussels. Bosnia, it is Sarajevo. Bulgaria, it is... Do you think I can do this, internet? I think I can do this. Sofia, Croatia. It's Zagreb. Weird capital. I want to learn more about the history of that. The Czech Republic. You know, checking Prague. Denmark, Copenhagen. Then we got Estonia. Oh, Estonia's Tallinn. Finland is Helsinki. It's got such a nice name for a city, Helsinki, doesn't it? Then we got Paris, Berlin, Athens, Budapest, Reykjavik. Yeah, thanks for getting my typo there, quiz. I can get all of Europe besides Andorra, I think, pretty easily. Like, not even any struggle. Kosovo is... Pristina. Latvia is Riga. Liechtenstein is Vaduz, I think it's called. It doesn't need a capital, but it's fine. It has one. Lithuania is not Kaunas. It's the other big city in Lithuania. It's... I don't know Lithuania. I know their second biggest city. I know it, but it's not in my head. Luxembourg is going to be something sneaky, like it's just called Luxembourg City or something. Yep. Malta, I think it's also just Malta, right? No. Is Monaco Monaco? Yeah, Monaco is Monaco. Montenegro is Podgorica. Podgorica. The Netherlands is Amsterdam. Moldova is Chisinau. Chisinau. It's the only city you can get flights to from the UK. North Macedonia is Skopje. Like that. Norway, Oslo. Poland, Warsaw. Appropriate name for a city. Portugal, Lisbon. Romania, Bucharesti. It's like Budapesti, but I went there for a spa once, internet. I think I have a video about that, maybe even. Russia, it's definitely Moscow, right? It's not St. Petersburg anymore. San Marino is a really tricky one. I'm gonna go with San Marino just in case. Yeah, easy peasy. You just need to know country names to get it in the old world. Slovakia is easy peasy. You know, chatters, things are only easy if you know. Isn't Monaco technically Monte Carlo? Yeah, I think you're right about that, Tim Free. It is Monte Carlo. Slovakia is Bratislava. I have one of my mutuals on Twitter is always complaining about how Austria's airport is really uncompetitive. So Bratislava is growing and everyone just goes to and from Slovakia for their airport needs. I think that's funny. Ljubljana. Oh, yeah, that's a tricky one. You're going to need the spell check for that. Then we got Madrid. We got Stockholm. We got Bern, but technically it's a bit messed up. There's a Swiss person in my life, internet. Or a Swiss person in my a friend of a friend is Swiss. And he's the most monstrous person I've ever met. His whole life is about trolling, but IRL. And he just loves the question of where's the Swiss capital. because he can get people with it, because there's no correct answer. London, and then the Vatican City. It's going to be the Vatican, right? It's too small for its own capital. Boom. 42 out of, 45. And Malta is Valletta. Lithuania is Vilnius. And Andorra is... It doesn't matter. It's fine. I'm going to type in Andorra one more time, just in case. North America. Antigua and Barbuda, it's St. John. Yeah. St. John's. Bahamas is... Oh, God. Oh, dear God. I'm the guy complaining about on Twitter about the Vienna airport. Hey, Tim33! Thanks for following me on Twitter. You're welcome. Why'd you change your YouTube username? I think that complaining about the Vienna airport is a very important service that you are providing for the community. The Bahamas it's a big one. People go there all the time. Nassau. The Barbados is Bridgetown, I think. Yeah. Belize is Belize. It's not Belize? I don't know it. Then Canada is Ottawa, confusingly. Costa Rica is San Jose, I think. Yeah, weirdly. Cuba is Havana. Dominica is... Ooh, we're getting out of this now. We're lost. So, Dominican Republic, it's Santo Domingo. El Salvador is El Salvador. Oh, no, it's San Salvador. It's San Salvador. You know, they're already Japanese there, like, oh, San Salvador. I think that was offensive. Whatever emotion I just did, I'd like to take that back. Guatemala, I think it's also Guatemala. Guatemala. Yeah, Haiti. So Mexico is Mexico, by the way. Get that locked down. Haiti is... Oh, is it Princetown? I think it's Princetown, right? Princeton? It's Prince's Peach? It's Prince's something. Prince's Town? Prince's City? It's Prince something. Jamaica is Kingstown. Hey, there's 2 Kingstowns. The king has a lot of towns, have you guys heard? Also, Ottawa mentioned. Woo. Yeah, I bet Ottawa's going to be so low down on the list of known capitals. St. Kitts, I was there recently. St. Kitts is such an interesting country. Again, it's one of... I feel like a lot of the Caribbean, it's like, we are here desperately to take your money from you because you are a rich foreigner. And St. Kitts is like, it's got its own interesting thing going down. Trinidad and Tobago, I'm just going to guess it's Trinidad. Ah, it's not. It's Port-au-Prince. I don't know how I just got Haiti. It's like Prince, Port of something. Oh, Port of Spain, that's what it is. I don't know why it's the Port of Spain if it's a British colony. Don't question it. Let's go for Oceania next because it's nice and easy. Canberra. Fiji starts with a K or a H. Don't know it. Kiribati. It's Poland or it's banana, right? Is banana the capital? It's London. What's the capital of the Kiribati? Marshall Islands. Ooh. Micronesia. Ooh. Nauru. It's going to be Nauru. No, it's not. Palau is maybe Palau. Oh, God. New Zealand. Not Auckland. They're all Jaffas over there, I hear. Panama is Panama City. Oh, no. I've read a spoiler. But not much of one. New Zealand, it's not Auckland, it's Wellington. I have a friend from Wellington. He just left. He's part of the wave of people who do not want to be in their own country anymore, which is always a concerning thing for a place, huh? Argentina, we'll go for South America. Buenos Aires. Then Bolivia is La Paz. Yeah, look at that. Brazil is Brasilia. Then Chile is Santiago. I don't know why I know all the capitals of South America if I don't know much else about the continent, but I've got it locked down. Colombia, it's... I'll get it, don't worry. We'll start from Venezuela up. Caracas. Uruguay is... Nope. I just made the point, and now my brain is like, yeah, what do you know? Show me what you know, you idiot. So Georgetown is Guyana. Colombia is... It's a big one. There's so many flights in and out of there. Colombia, big city. Big city, Colombia. I know it. Argentina City, says Suchova. That is not the capital of Colombia. Peru is Paraguay is Suriname. Is Uruguay is Montevideo. Weird name, by the way. Okay, so let's go for a Asia run. Afghanistan. Where did the Taliban take over? It's the capital, which is Armenia. It has Yerevan. And then Azerbaijan has Baku. Bahrain has... it's going to be Bahrain, right? Nope. No idea then. Dhaka is Bangladesh. Bhutan has... is it Bhutan City? Brunei has... is it Brunei City? It's not. I don't know these ones. Cambodia... Cambodia is a good one. It's a holiday in Cambodia. It's okay, but it's a... there's no capital in that song. Cyprus is... capital split in two. I don't know it. You know, I'm really out of my depth when it comes to Asia, apparently. So let's go down to Georgia, and we'll pick it up perfectly. Georgia is Tbilisi. India is Delhi. Indonesia is Jakarta. Iran is Tehran. Iraq is... where in Iraq is it all happening, right? It's not Mosul. That's in the north. It's Baghdad. Yeah. They're putting your dad in a bag over there, apparently. Israel. Now, this is a controversial one. I'm gonna go for the non-controversial answer. Oh, you can call the quiz master all sorts of bad words if you want to for this one. Jerusalem. There we go. Then we got Tokyo. Then we got Jordan. What does it need to be for Jordan? Jordan, Amman. Kazakhstan is Astana. They moved it recently. Kuwait is Kuwait. Yeah, I love a freebie. Kyrgyzstan. It's not Kyrgyzstan City. Laos, Lebanon. I know Lebanon. There was a big explosion there. Beirut. Kuala Lumpur. Nice, easy peasy one. Maldives is a tricky one. Mongolia is Ulan Bator. No way I'm getting the spelling on this. Oh. Ulan. There's too many A's. There we go. Myanmar is Kyogo. No, it's something. Myanmar is... you know, Kigali is one. Let's just type that in. Get that out of the way. Nepal is... don't even know. North Korea. Let's go for an easy one. Pyongyang. Get Seoul out of the way at the same time. Oman is... man, I'm flying into it at some point, and I don't know what it's called. Qatar is Doha. Philippines is... okay, we've got Taipei as well. What is the capital of the Philippines? Everyone goes there. Everyone is from there. Manila. But with one L, right? Yeah, Manila. Not like the envelopes. Pakistan. Pakistan is where Pakistani people are from, and they moved their capital inland. It used to be Islamabad, and now it is... no, it's Islamabad now. We got it. Saudi Arabia. Riyadh. Singapore. Yeah, freebie. Sri Lanka. Colombo. I'm running out of time, by the way. Colombo. Is it not Colombo? What's the capital of Sri Lanka? Am I wrong? Sorry, I'm allowed to check my... you know, no, I won't type it in if I'm wrong about this. Yeah, that's the capital. Look at it, it's got the capital thing. Colombo. Well, apparently, wrong. Turkey, Istanbul. Apparently, I don't know my own country. Internet. Istanbul. Oh, no, it's not Istanbul. It's Constantinople. Yeah, let's... oh, no, it's not that either. Let's go for the UAE. It's Abu Dhabi. We'll get over 100, but not much more. Let's go for the easy peasy ones in the world. Just naming capitals off the top of my head. Everyone knows Tunis. Everyone knows Cairo. Everyone knows... everyone knows South Africa has Johannesburg. I think it's got 3 capitals. So can I just type in Cape Town? Yeah, I can. Eswatini, Gabon, Gambia, Ghana. I've got to just really fast. What's the easiest, most recognizable capitals? So Nigeria has Lagos. Is Lagos not the capital? It's no, I don't know it then. Abuja? Yeah. Zimbabwe has... Damn it, I don't know Zimbabwe. Also, my camera is just... That little corner really wants to be there, internet. Yep, I think I could probably get some more easy peasies, but my brain is freezing up because of the speed here. So Kenya, can you give me the answer to this one real quick? Kenya, it's a famous city. I booked flights there at one point, actually, amazingly, internet. Where is the Kenya capital? It's just my brain is blanking. I know it. It's in my head. It's the easiest capitals on the continent are just escaping me right now because I'm like, okay, Kinshasa, and Nairobi. There we go. No, Nairobi. There we go. What's the other? Kinshasa, Congo. So we beat 64.9%. That's our best result so far for a first time, and we still missed. Like I would have gotten Lima, Bogota, Quito, Muscat. Yeah. Also, I do not know the capital of my grandmother's birth nation. I will make sure she never learns that. Tashkent, Hanoi, Ashgabat. The least often correct is Marshall Islands. People do not know Kigali. People do not know St. John's or Bridgetown. And just my own curiosity, Ottawa is a 71% correct. But that still means 20... there are people who know Bulgaria's capital who don't know Canada's. Or, indeed, who know... let's pick a weird one here. There's a lot of people who know the capital of Monaco, even though this is incorrect, I think. Wild. Okay, so let's go back to geography. Can I name... Oh, that's too easy. Is there a filter here? Search this table by world capitals 1 minute sprint. How many world capitals? Oh, was it 1 minute to name this many world capitals? Oh my god, that's too stressful. Biggest world cities A to Z. Yeah, you could easily get this one. Most populous countries in 2050. Here we go. I know this one, easy peasy. So number one is China and India still. They're still way ahead of the pack. But then it's Nigeria, shockingly. Oh, no. USA? So then it's Indonesia. I think they really catch up. Oh, no, not that much, though. No, so I guess Ethiopia is going to be the one that's... What's between Nigeria and the United States? It can't be Canada. So the UK might be on this list. No, Germany will barely be on it. Germany's not. Okay, so Japan will have shrunk, but will still be on the list. Okay, most populous countries by 2050. Africa is the continent to watch here. Like Kenya, any major country that has a large population now will be bigger then. Like, what are the biggest... I guess Egypt will have to be huge. Egypt, 161 million in 2050? That's 25 years from now. Jeez, that's nuts, huh? Man, this is the African century. So I guess Island of Java has more people than Russia. Oh, speaking of Russia, more people than Japan even in 2050. This has to be wrong. I feel like Russia's population is below that right now. Other big European countries, none of them have more than Germany, so we're outside of Europe. Brazil, that's the only South American country that will be there. Australia is not going to be on there, so we can put that off the list. Let's go for Southeast Asia. Thailand? No. No, where in Africa? It's got to be the big African countries. So Bangladesh is maybe fourth if they have it. No, they're 214 mil. Sri Lanka's not going to be there. Pakistan, though, right? Pakistan. 369 million people? How are they going to... How do you deal with that many new people in that short a time? That is a staggering statistic, huh? 369 million people in Pakistan? A quarter of the population of India? I feel like right now it's like a tenth or not a tenth, like it's like a seventh or a sixth or something. Finally, dude. What is that in relation to? Was it obvious to everyone else that Pakistan was there? UAE? I bet the UAE will have like, I bet their population's tricky to measure because it's all migrant workers. So I bet it doesn't go up at the same rate unless they massively increase immigration. So 84 million. What countries have more than 84 million today? We'll go for the easy ones. There's Mexico. There's... The UK feels like it should be here. So let's go try France. They've got a high birth rate. Not high enough. It's all outside of Europe then. It's going to be all Africa and all like currently not that well developed Asia. So Papua New Guinea? No, that's way too tiny. What's a big country on the population? Oh, Philippines. Philippines. 134 million though, not that high. Between Brazil and Bangladesh, that sort of level of country, what is that? I'm trying to think, like, everyone lives in Ethiopia or Nigeria. What's the next bigger African country after that? Is it Kenya? No, I tried Kenya. Algeria? They're big by land area, but nothing else. No, where are all the people living? All the people are living somewhere. Okay, Saudi Arabia's huge, right? Do they have a high birth rate? I don't think so. Turkey. Oh, Turkey's huge right now, but only 91 million. We got Russia, we got Turkey. It's not obvious to me which African countries are doing better. Because this is, okay, it's going to be African, African, Asian, African, African, African. That's my, oh no, maybe one more Asian in there. That's my guess right now. African, African, Asian, Asian, African, African. So Sudan is a big shock. That might be messed up by their conflict or the secession movement. Uganda, really, there's more people in Uganda than in Kenya, or there will be in 2050. This is Kenya. This is Uganda. I didn't know the population density was much higher. Like Kampala's never a city you hear about, right? But apparently they're all in the rest of the country having children that will be born in the next 25 years. So my answer is only beating 30.6%. Yeah, Dr. Congo is an obvious one in hindsight. Iran is shocking. Really, really shocking. Egypt is the most populated in Africa. Yeah, right now, right? No, not right now. I think Nigeria still beats them right now. I need to look at these figures, by the way. More info here. So this is the current world population, 8.2 million. Is that right? 8.2 million? It was 8 billion, oh sorry, billion, not million. So Pakistan currently has 257. So, okay, right now India has about 6 times the population of Pakistan, and it will be about 4 times. So relatively, those two countries are going to go through something in the next 25 years. That's a concern. Indonesia's not going up that high, but Ethiopia is like climbing these charts. Russia's going a little bit down. Bangladesh is going a little bit up. Vietnam, yeah, it's a huge country. I feel like way punches below its weight in terms of where it is and how much. Like, I don't know, 100 million people. They could be a Germany-level country, of the world, right? And unlike a lot of the other countries on this list, we're like, well, they're not that fond on the West or the global order or anything. I feel like Vietnam's in there. So let's go for other years. Let's go to the year 1950. 2.4 billion people in 1950? No, that's fake. That's fake. 75 years ago, there were 6 billion fewer people? What? Is this right? I'm gonna have to give this a Google. Little bit of a Google search, I think. So, in 1950, we'll go by population pyramid here. In 1950, the world population was what? 2.5... I thought it was like the 1900s where we breached 2 billion. But the last 75 years, we've more than tripled the world population. Google baby boom. Oh, I guess that's right. In the next 5 years. The next decade alone, we added 20% to the world population. What did we do with all those people? So let's keep clicking this year by year, and you can slowly see the... Oh yeah, look at this. You can slowly see the USA shrinking relatively to the world. And every other country... Europe in orange there is really shrinking as Asia grows massively. Oh, yeah. So when I was born... Okay, here's a staggering fact. When I was born, there were 5-point-something billion people on Earth. Literally 30 years later, we have 8-point-something billion. And in the next 15 years, we will reach 9 billion. And then not long after, we'll hit 10 billion. And that's, like, roughly the peak. But, like, my lifetime, I will have seen the population of the Earth more or less double. They're what you call NPCs. So NPCs live in China, the USA, Brazil, and Russia. Explains a lot, I guess. Man. Damn, Uganda is high. Yeah, Uganda is so high. Like, right now, in 1995, they had 20 million people. And you're telling me by the end of this next... Yeah, that's just a staggering fact to me. Toget's 30. I am 30. Sometimes. Yeah. Whoa. China's population when I was born was 1.2 billion people. They were so far ahead of the game. They had an infinite number of people in China. And what's staggering if we have like a, I'd love to see like historic GDP size for comparison. I've really messed up this webpage by going forwards for it too many times. But like, really here, China had so many more people than ever. Like, 1.2 billion people. At what point was peak China relative to the world? In 1975, 1 in 4 people were Chinese. 1 in 4 people were Chinese. Just under. Well, it's like 1 in, like 24% or something. That's crazy. That's for comparison. You know, like let's pick a fairly important country. You know, let's go of like Poland. 35 million Polish people. So less than 1% of the world was Polish at a time where 24% were Chinese. That is... I don't want to believe in NPCs, but I've seen people on the subway pretending to text on their phones or skipping stories insanely fast. Yeah, I've seen people go to... I feel like, to be clear, there aren't actually NPCs. There's just, you know, people doing... With 8 billion human... Man, if you were born in 1975, if you're 50 right now, you've seen the world population double. I knew it was a lot. I knew we went like this, but I didn't realize we went this so late. My God. How far back does this go, do you think? Does it go back to 1950? It's 1950 is the earliest. But like, yeah, I'm going to find peak China in here. If you're in the year... Yeah, I really do think it was 1975. I think 1980... Yeah, everyone else catches China up. So there's a point where there's a lot of what a staggering truth. So in exchange for the redirect you got yesterday, I've been asked kindly by this Mr. IBX Toecat figure to remind you that there is in fact a brand new card that he has on sale. You can buy it for... Let's find out what this is in Bulgarian money. If you would like to buy it, it will cost you 60 Bulgarian... I don't know the name of the currency in Bulgaria, actually. Let's go for let's go for a fun one. If you would like to buy it in Thai baht, it's going to cost you 1,124 Thai baht. Do you want to get yourself a delightful card that is only available for the next, I think, 20 days? If so, go check it out. There's no link below. You have to, like, Google this or something. It's a great ad, but, you know, I don't care. Let's be honest. I mean, what does one of a kind really mean if you're selling 1,000 of them? Also, it says December 2025, but then you're not going to get it in December 2025. Is this guy a liar or something? He must be a furry, too, apparently. Okay, so let's... I think I want to search up the... Oh, no, let's search up Liechtenstein. I'm gonna search up World economies by size, 1950. I want to see if we can get that, like, historical data for this. So, not very useful. I guess it's a trickier thing to measure and compare. I want to see that, like, in 1950, the US was the same distance ahead that, like, China was by population in the 70s. With China having more people that... Okay, let's go. Okay. World population by Z. So, yeah, even in 1975, China, with the peak population they'll ever have comparative to the world, they weren't producing a lot of stuff. That's interesting, right? In 1975, China had the world's 9th largest economy, producing less than Canada did. Do you know how few people lived in Canada in the 1970s? Like, probably literally none. I don't know any Canadians born much before 1975. Do you? Yeah, actually, let's world population 1975. Let's go back to the population pyramid of the world. In 1975, in Canada, the population was 23 million compared to China's 916 million. I guess to be fair, they're all children. Children don't do very good at economically producing value unless you put them in factories. Yeah, I see why there was an appeal to do that at the time. Look at China's change here. Jesus Christ, their demographic bulge. Oh, and that's why they're screwed in the next 10 years, huh? Because all those people they gave birth to start retiring. Then what's China gonna do? Oh yeah, they got something tricky on their hands, huh? In China, they do. Why do we overthrow the Taliban to replace it with the Taliban in Afghanistan? Because now the Taliban knows that you can overthrow them. Now they're not gonna mess with you as much. You know, like it's you know, like they don't like America, they don't like the global Western order, but they'd rather just be the Taliban in their own little region. They're not going to be funding any terrorism. And they know what will happen if they're even perceived to be, you know, letting that happen. Okay, let's do category elimination. Countries in any group, name any answer which matches the first category to receive the second country, and then name any answer which applies to both to reveal a third. So country of Europe, UK, which are not landlocked, Ireland, with a population below 6 million, Ireland, which are not part of the EU, Norway. Oh, it's not landlocked with a... Does Norway have more than 6 million people? So, Monaco. Oh, but it's not... Do I have to... What is... Which are part of the EU? So, Ireland. Oh. Doesn't end in an A or D. So, Monaco. Not part of the EU. France. Not below 6 million. I am bad at reading comprehension. Cyprus. Is that not part of the EU? Or did I just spell Cyprus wrong? Cyprus. I don't know. Let's go to the next one. Countries of Europe by flag. Okay. UK, which do not have red on them. Ireland. Oh, can you not use the same answer twice? Oh, which do have red on them. UK. I'm bad. Which have blue on them. UK. Which have 3 equal horizontal stripes. Netherlands. And an eagle on them. Who has an eagle on their flag? Is it Moldova? It's Romania? Who has an eagle? Oh, Serbia, right? It's Serbia with the eagle. Nailed it. Okay, chat. This is my first 100%. We're getting it right now. Capital cities of Europe. UK. No, London. Which contain the letter A. Paris. With an average elevation over 100 meters. Where is everyone living up high? Paris, hopefully. Not Paris. So nowhere near a river. With a letter A in the capital title. Madrid. Oh, Madrid's so high up. With at least 1 million people. Madrid. With only 5 letters in its name. Madrid. Not right. 5 letters in the European... With an A in it. Copenhagen. No. Berlin. No. Warsaw, little wrong. Chisinau, no. Kiev, no. Oh god. It's so easy, but it's not. Okay, countries or capitals of Europe. This will mess me up, but let's go for it. London, with 8 or more letters in their name. UK, which are coastal. Oh, coastal with 8 or more letters in the name. That can only be really long. Who's got a really long title that is also coastal? Stockholm. Contain the letter S? Yes, Stockholm, I've got it. And lies east of Warhorse? Stockholm. No. Okay, so we got a lot of the questions. Doesn't end in A or D, part of the EU. Below 6 million. Slovenia, right? We just go for a nice easy... Oh, that's an A. That's an A. Croatia, that also ends in an A. Greece. Not with a... They're not landlocked. They're part of the EU. They don't end in A. Well, they don't have population below 6 million, maybe. Also, thank you, David. 2cat is love. 2cat is life. 2cat is yes. Thank you for the inflation-adjusted tip right there. Bulgaria, Romania. No, I don't... part of the EU, not landlocked. Poland. No, I don't know countries. Spain. Below 6 million. Portugal. Where are all the people in the EU living in small countries? Denmark. Helsinki. Sofia. Damn. So we did get 68.6% of the quest takers beacon, but sadly, we didn't get it. Greece has 9 million people. 9 million people live in Greece? It feels like a micro country to me, but I guess relative to its, like, you know, thing. Also, who after he was caught said, I'm just a patsy? It was Guy Fawkes. Nope, Lee Harvey Oswald. Next question. Which of these people was born in Salzburg? Amadeus. At what month does the first day of summer occur in Australia? Logically, that would be December, right? Which of these elements is... What is this? Why am I doing random trivia? Okay. Chat. Lonely Planet, top 200 cities? No. Name a valid country? Oh, I can name a valid country. Largest country of no borders. I could probably do that. Catholic countries. Yeah, chat. If you don't know, I'm a Catholic. This is my thing. So the highest is going to be the Vatican, right? Yeah, 100%. Lock it down. Italy's going to be crazy high. The USA is going to be shockingly high. But no, there's too many other religions. Very sad that there are no air fryers advertised me to buy this year. You know what? Go to the store, buy the worst air fryer there. It's still probably going to be good. They say Helsinki is the third best city in the world to live in after London and New York City. But Gary, Indiana is top of the list. Everyone loves Gary, Indiana, I hear. So Mexico. Oh, Mexico is going to be crazy high. Philippines, also crazy high. Where are all the Catholics living? I feel like I know, like, Brazil, I guess, will have a bunch. Oh, yeah, it's all Latin America. So Peru... I don't know where all the Catholicism landed there, but Argentina, Chile, Ecuador. They're not going to be, I bet, if they're so socialist, I bet they're not Catholic in Venezuela. Oh, they are. Okay. I wonder how the Pope feels about that. I would love to hear. Is this color-coded by continent? It is. It is. So South America, 89%. I'm not getting it somehow. Uruguay feels wildly Catholic to me. Uruguay. But it's not wildly Catholic. Paraguay? Yeah, Paraguay is the one, not Uruguay. Uruguay still feels like the one that's wildly Catholic. So blue is Europe. Where are all the Catholics in Europe? Some are in France. Some are in the UK, but not a lot. A lot are in Spain, right? A lot are in Portugal, therefore. Ooh, European Catholics. Germany doesn't have a lot. They led the reform movement to get rid of them. So Monaco will be surprisingly stupidly high. Andorra is also wildly high. Where are all the Catholics living? They're somewhere, internet. They are somewhere. So red is Asia. There's only 2 Asian Catholic countries. The other one is it Bhutan or is it East Timor? There is a weird place where it's East Timor. I know the Catholics. Religion is where we got this sorted. Okay, so 98. Joe Norris says they think it's Macau. I mean, if they were so Catholic, they would not be gambling as much as they are. Yeah, East Timor. It's weird that they're all Catholic there. I don't quite understand the logic, but they are. So where are the Catholics? It's gonna be Liechtenstein, right? They're gonna just be stuck in. Yeah, Austria's gonna be Catholic a little bit, not that much. I bet the Catholicism has died out by like Slovenia. Oh no, whoa. So we'll try Slovakia. We'll try Russia, but they'll be Orthodox. So definitely not Greece. They'll also be Orthodox. I'll move down the Balkans until we get away from 83% of Croatians. Oh, I'm learning so much about where the Catholics in Europe are. So Switzerland can't be Catholic. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. And again, all the Nordic countries, they're all on Protestantism. Oh, Ireland! Oh, 69? They literally made divorce illegal until 1995, and there's 31% of them that aren't even. What logic are we using to count that? Okay, Europe. Where are all the Catholics in Europe? I assume there are some Catholics in Canada, but probably not enough to make the list. Where be the Catholics at? Where be the Catholics at? Poland? Oh yeah, I can't believe I missed Poland. But still not crazy high. So I'll go with Czechia, because if they're in Slovakia, they're probably in Czech Republic. They're not. Really? Slovakia? Oh no, they're not in Slovakia. No, they are in Slovakia, just not in Czechia. Guess that's a division. So Hungary is following that path, but not. Serbia? Again, they feel too reformy. I'll go for, like, Montenegro, but I would doubt that it got there. Catholicism in Europe. Malta? Yeah, Malta's pretty Catholic. Malta's very Catholic. And then, so more island or micronations. I've gone for Andorra. San Marino. It's definitely San Marino. Yeah! Europe locked down. Okay, so purple. I guess Australia might have some Catholics, logically. New Zealand, I wouldn't assume has some Catholics. But where Vanuatu? No, what color is purple? I don't have a single country for it. So yellow is America, or the North America. Panama. Then Guatemala. Oh, San Salvador is so Catholic, right? El Salvador, sorry. They're not Catholic. What are they? Guatemala. Not Catholic. Where in Belize can't be Catholic? It's too British. Where are all the Catholics being kept? Costa Rica? Yeah, 59. So chat, I thought I would get this pretty good. I thought I would have this. But I don't know, like, I don't know what continent purple is. Oh, it's Africa. There's a lot of Catholics in Africa. They're in interesting corners. Kenya? No, there was an African pastor, right? Which country was he from? Namibia? Where are the Catholics being stored in Africa? It's not Nigeria. Where it's like Islamic in most of it. It's like it's gotta be Africa. Light blue, I'm guessing, is Oceania, so check Australia and New Zealand. I did, but I'll try the Solomon Islands because they seem. No. Is it Solomon Islands? The Marshall Islands, maybe? Nope, I don't know it. Okay, I did pretty well. Equatorial Guinea, Cabo Verde, Seychelles. So yeah, it's all the islands of Africa. Burundi too, though. That's not expected. Gabon wouldn't have gotten. Dominican, that's a very, and Saint Lucia. Yeah, I guess the Caribbean was messed up. Cuba is a big shock too. Again, I feel like a lot of very heavy political ideology has to replace religion. That's what they did with it specifically in Russia to make sure it wouldn't come back. And we only beat 42.9% of test takers. So we only got 1 point. Ah, terrible. Okay, so this is according to Wikipedia. Not necessarily practicing Catholics and color-coded by continent. My best guess was East Timor. No one gets East Timor, but everyone gets Belgium. Oh, of course, Belgium. They split because of the Catholicism. Yeah, Luxembourg to Cuba. Yeah, we could have done way better. The Disney Corporation has argued a man cannot sue over the death of his wife at a Disney resort. The reason? He once signed up for a free trial of Disney Plus and clicked through on a long terms of service contract, which requires an arbitration in any dispute against Disney. I don't think that this is correct, by the way. I'm going to Google this one, or I'll go to more. No, that's the next fact. So I'll Google this right here. I believe that they used that as a defense and the judge threw it out. Yeah. Or no, Disney dropped the suit. Okay, So Disney has withdrawn its claim that a man could not sue over the death of his wife. Disney argued it should go to arbitration because of the Disney Plus, which he briefly signed up for in 2019. But it was because of the backlash that we believe it has a... Okay, so they've decided to waive their right. Okay, wait, what is the actual... Is this like a... What? Did they actually have a right? Did they waive their right, or did they not have a right? Yes, Disney did try to block the wrongful law of death suit, but they reversed course. But could they have done it? Like, could they have actually gotten away with saying, well, you signed our terms of agreement in 2019. Is this live or not, says Nauticus? No, it's not live. This is in fact dead. Disney backpedals on man. Someone has to answer this important question. And NPR. I don't know what NPR does, but do they... please tell me. The California-based company says it won't push for arbitration. But could they have pushed for arbitration? Would they have won it if they pushed for it? Or was it... okay, they said initially it should be handled out of court. It's more efficient and cost-effective, and they said that the main benefit is to avoid heavy litigation costs. So, yeah, I just don't think any dispute between you and us, except for small claims, is subject to a class action waiver and must be resolved by individual binding arbitration. So they're saying you can't class action sue, which feels like that can't be. Yes, they would have won. Do you think that wording in a contract for a different service would cover... because it's the same company, but it's such a different service and so long ago. Surely a judge would look at that and say, like, yeah, nice contract you got there. Like, if we sign a contract right now, like, oh yeah, you are going to say really nice things about me and my brand new card release. Oh yeah, only 1,100 Thai baht. But if you were to say nice things about me in my card, and then I said, you can't say bad things in that contract, then later, 5 years later, you say bad things about Taco Bell, now that I own Taco Bell, and it's like, well, technically speaking, you did say that. If you read the article in more detail, he sounds the T&Cs when getting the Disneyland. Oh, so you think that... okay, let's read it, actually. You know, let's go back to let's go to the BBC. They seem like they have the highest quality reporting here. Did he sign separate terms when he went into Disneyland? Because if so, then it doesn't matter that he signed up for Disney Plus, right? So yeah, his wife died from a severe allergic reaction. That's a shame. And he also David says, "Welcome to America, boy. The Supreme Court already ruled on it." Really? There's no way that... okay, so... also, he's only suing them for $50,000? Is that... okay, so this was a long time ago. He probably got his money. Only $50,000 is what... man, that is the most reasonable man on the planet. Like, he's not getting emotional damages. He's getting, like, loss of income... medical and legal costs. I mean, giving medical costs if you poison someone seems like a reasonable thing. Legal costs is obviously depends on how unreasonable you're being. Loss of income, that's a bit cheeky, you know, but it is your wife dying. Suffering, okay, yeah, your wife dying, you're gonna have that. So the $50, it's some in excess of $50,000. Okay, so technically speaking, they could be, you know, a true $2 trillion is a sum in excess of 50,000. I would wash your skull with my hands if I was there. I know. My hair was looking so good, and I went to the hair cutting man, the barber, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you really need to try this oil." And I'm like, "No product." And at the end, he's like, "I'll give you a free sample," and it looks so bad. And he's like, "Do you want to buy it? It's £10." And I'm like, first of all, I get the high margin play you're doing on me here, but you ruined the hair cutting job you just did with this. It's terrible. Also, you should know well enough, my name is Nauticus, not Nautilus. I feel like Nauticus, though, fits better with the current environment that we're in. But apologies, Nauticus. Okay, let's do country chain. Whatever that is. The land down under. The last letter of each answer is the first letter of the next. We're going to get this. We're going to be done. Australia. Oh. Is Latin name... its name is Latin for silvery. Austria. Armenia? Azerbaijan? How many countries are there? Well, never mind. I give up. It was Argentina. It would have taken me forever. So I beat 5% of test takers of that one. Okay. Top 10 languages spoken in Europe. Nice, easy peasy softball. Let's get it. English. Oh, so German is number 1, I guess. Oh, French is number 1? No, Spanish, right? No. What's number 1? Oh, Russian. There's too many Russians in the world. No offense. Newt. Newt. Apology accepted. Newt. Okay, between French and English, if it's not Spanish, it's not Portuguese. Portuguese is tiny. So Polish is going to be huge. Romanian is going to be huge too. What are there 65 million speakers of that's not French, German, or English? Ukrainian's going to be high. 33 million Ukrainians. Wow. Really puts it in perspective, doesn't it? It's not going to be Greek, is it? No. What are they? Turkish? Because I guess... What are all these people speaking? 65 million people speaking... More people speaking a language than English, and I don't even... Oh, Italian. Italian is... There's 65 million Italian speakers in Europe? That's fake. That's... According to Wiki... Okay, I'll get this last one first. Okay, I've got 45 seconds. I can get my first 100%. What language is spoken less than Romanian in Europe? We need a medium-sized country. I'll go for Serbian because Serbo-Croatian, it's not going to be good. I'll go for big countries. Come on, Spanish. Okay, so after the big 5 in Europe, you get to... Oh, it's not... Oh, I don't know. Bulgaria. Let's just go for Bulgarian. No. What's the last country? It's got to be big. There's a lot of Europeans. No. Czech? No, what is it? What is the last language? Dutch? Ah, you Dutchies. I don't know your language. And I beat 68% of people. We don't have 100%, and so we will persevere. Airport codes quiz. I know airport codes. Seattle. Lax. Los Angeles. LHR. Heathrow. I feel like that I've got the easiest softball quiz. What do you mean not? London Heathrow. Fine, there you go. Madrid. Cape Town, I think. Not Copenhagen. Amsterdam. Oh, yeah, this is the easiest thing in the world. Saigon. FOL is Fort Lauderdale. I don't know what Fort Lauderdale is actually named after. CDG is Paris. JFK, New York. ORD, Chicago. SFO, San Francisco. I feel like they're literally easy. Like, it's very logical. Chat. I've got my first 100% locked in. Toronto. If it starts with Y, it's always in Canada. Pro tip. CAI is Cairo. MAN is Manchester. FCO is Rome. Dublin. Per is Perth. Kun is, it's not Cancun. No, it is Cancun. It's Can is Guangzhou in China. Gig is Brazil. Sao Paulo? No, Gig. What is Gig? Okay, we'll go for Sydney. Peck is Beijing. NRT is Tokyo Narita Airport. Bomb is Bombay, which is now probably Mumbai, but we'll go for Bombay anyway. BHX is Birmingham. I know Gig. It's in Brazil. It's not Sao Paulo. So it's got to be Rio, right? Yeah! BKK. Bangkok. Manila. Nairobi. Oh, yeah, we got it. We got one. We got ourselves 100% here. Auckland. Honolulu. So when we get the 100%, the stream ends internet. But, you know, was the point of the stream about getting 100%? About having one? Or was it about making the friends along the way? That's the real question. Was it about learning that Disney really did sue the guy and could have gotten away with it? I'm going to see what, you know, David's talking about the Supreme Court ruled on this. So let's go back. Supreme Court arbitration ruling. So the general, okay, this is UK, which is usually, I like that the Google started to do that. So Smith versus Spizzeri, requiring courts to stay, not dismiss lawsuits pending arbitration, holding that, oh wait, let's read a proper break on this. So, US Supreme Court sent to arbitration must be stayed, not dismissed. Earlier today, they held that district courts must stay rather than dismiss cases when the underlying claims are... So that sounds like the opposite, if I'm not mistaken. The Act provides that once a court has determined a claim is subject to arbitration, it shall, on the application of one of the parties, stay the trial until the action of arbitration has had in accordance with terms of the agreement. The court's reasons shall and stay remove any discretion to dismiss a case pending arbitration. So that means that the defendants seeking to invoke arbitration clauses should view the court's opinion as a positive development. If a motion to compel arbitration is denied, the movement can simply immediately appeal that decision. But if the motion to compel arbitration is granted, Smith's requirement that the case be stayed rather than dismissed leaves the opposing party little appellate recourse in the short term. And if the arbitration causes the delegate threshold issues of arbitrator to the arbitrator through valid delegation clause, then even preliminary questions of arbitrability would be referred to the arbitrator, allowing the movement to avoid costly litigation while the arbitration proceeds. Okay. We got 2 minutes 55. I'll type in another letter here. I think that's crazy. I don't fully understand it, but it does sound like the arbitration is very powerful. So let's go back to UK then. How does that work in the UK? In recent UK Supreme Court rulings, strongly... Okay, this is Google AI, it's garbage. So in the UK, commercial interactions with foreign states are governed by the State Immunity Act. This appeal raises questions about how to enforce an arbitral award against a foreign state within this framework, namely whether the SIA requires certain documents to the state concerned through the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. I have no idea what I don't even know at this point. All right, you know, this is why you just ask ChatGPT for summaries, right? Let's go to AI mode. When Disney sued the man for signing up to Disney Plus, would that have been a valid legal defense to force him into arbitration? There we go. Okay. So, legally questionable and ultimately withdrawn. The defense was vulnerable for unconscionability. So, again, America's a state-by-state. We got a minute 42. America's a state-by-state place. And Florida courts often rule that agreements are unenforceable if they're outrageously unreasonable or shock the judicial conscience. That's it. Honestly, that's a good rule, but also makes no sense within a court system. Lack of nexus. Okay. Yeah, this is... can you explain this? Can you explain using a Minecraft analogy? There we go. That's what we really need here. Okay, so imagine you join a survival server called Disney Plus. Before you can enter the portal, you have to click a sign that says, by entering, you agree to all server rules. You think this means you won't grief or hacks while watching the server's movies. However, in tiny page 50, the incident happened in a different biome because you're in a creative server called Disney World and visiting an independent shop. Because of a major bug, your character loses their entire inventory and gets banned, wrongful death. And the legal defense is that you agreed to a different server, and the defense was laggy, which is, it's like trying to use a rule from a parkour map to settle a fight in Skyblock. Okay, this makes so much more sense. Okay, with that said, let's now roll into the last thing here. Copenhagen. 100%! Yeah, look at that confetti we just got. I hope that you enjoyed this stream. I beat... Only 9.1% of test takers also got this. No one knows Birmingham, the silly people. The least worst AI appears to be the chummy Gemini, but Claude is also good if you can keep its amnesia in check. Thank you so much for the stream. Thank you for coming along today. Hello from Moldova says, stop smoking, Dinu. Hello from Moldova. Hello right back to Moldova. This is your country. This is where you live. Over here. I think Moldova's a fascinating place. I really can't quite get over it. There's a Metropolitan Cathedral of Christ Nativity. Oh, Bonjour Cafe. You know, where's the best place to get food if I'm in Moldova? You know, actually, Cascade Stairs, Tamara Water Spring. We got some good choices out here. Parachute Station. You know, I want to go here. I want to see what's happening in the Moldova Park. Do you think they have ducks here? They make the same quacks. There's no ducks here. Ducks long gone. Anyway, with that said, Moldova has stairs and water. Nice. True, thanks. Yeah, let's... Oh, is that the Miami Hotel? No, it's Miami. The Savoy Hotel, though. Oh, 5-star? Fancy. It's £100 a night. Maybe we should go stay at the Savoy. It actually does look, like, nice in its own way. I feel like the problem with nice is it's like, ooh, look how nice the man looks. He looks like he'd help you with your problems. So, here's the real question that determines whether or not we can stay there. Is there McDonald's in Moldova? Hey, there is. Guess we'll be doing a trip soon. Oh yeah, look at this. This looks like a good McDonald's. This looks like classic OG great McDonald's. Chat, do you want to know a silly story? So I went to Romania for the first time recently. I went to Bucharesti, and I was in the McDonald's in the old town. It was like wait, Libab. There's no way that's the same Libab. I think it might be. Anyway, yeah, that's the same Libab. What is Libab doing in Romania? Okay, sorry. It's a good kebab place. It's a bougie kebab place. So I was right. Somewhere in the old town center. I was in a McDonald's, as we all aspire to be when going to a new country. So actually, I'll find it. I have no idea where it was. It was like most of a year ago now. It was in the old town. It was like near the old town. So like, it was near this metro stop. I think it was like a little bit either side of it. So maybe like along here. No, there was a big old thing where it was. You know, it's important we find exactly where this McDonald's is, chat. There's no McDonald's. Okay, it's this McDonald's. It's this one right here. So I go straight into the McDonald's, and there's a man there with his mother who is complaining about the food being cold. And the woman there's like, no, it's not. And he's like, it's cold. You can... it's frozen. Look at it. And they're just like, no, it's not frozen. And I just enjoyed that. I feel like European customer service is so underappreciated. You know, like rather, you know, like the adversarial approach that works for, you know, American lawsuits and their whole legal system works for customer service. And I love it. Anyway, with that said, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Ooh, best tacos in Bucharest. I live right in Bulacani, Chisinau. Wait, let's go see where you live. Bulacani, Chisinau. Let's go look around your neighborhood right now. Okay, I'm gonna find it. It's so Bulik. You know, I'm gonna have to type it in. I'm gonna be honest with you. One of my real weak spots is language and pronunciation. Okay, so this is where you live. It's the nicer area of Chisinau. It looks like this is your mall. Hey, you got a McDonald's. Your life's good. But let's look at your road. Let's give it a real analysis. So, gotta say, I don't like the whole, it's one big road just with painted strips in the middle. I much prefer when there's like a big metal bar there. Especially in the city. You know, people doing stuff like whatever's happening up there. Gotta have some questions. I love that you've got tasty kebab. It's not best kebab, but it's kebab. It's good stuff. I like that Ericsson is chilling out over there. And if we look at the boundaries, you got a nice little park here. Family park. Oh, Cray Goose Garden. Oh, it's a fancy European restaurant. Yeah, 130 MDL. This is so fancy. You should come here. What is 130 gonna run me? What is 130 MDL to GBP? So £5, 500, chat, 5.78 million is how much it's going to cost you if you want to eat one of these. So this is a crazy fancy looking, like it's a papaya. There's a cappuccino cup. What is this place? This is so fancy. Is this, you live in a really fancy part of the city apparently. Well, let's go for Street View and then go for 3D. There's no 3D here. There's also a cocktail lounge. There's also a bar and grill. You know, this is the nice part of the city, man. Congratulations, living life large. It's much better than living in Kodru. I'm just gonna guess. This is the fun thing. Every city has good and bad areas. I think that's like an inevitable part of how cities work. So it's no living over here. Yeah, this is living in Abacat. They dream of having £5 million pastries. Oh, this is Couturier du Arbitrage Economic et République. Is this a government building? Where am I? What am I up to? Yeah, I feel like the people here. I don't think I'm finding a. I don't think I'm finding cappuccino cups that are in a thing over here. I'm on a big. Honestly, I'm on a big gratitude kick recently. I'm on a big. You know, no matter what you have in life, you'll always be looking. I feel like this is very true. You'll always be looking at what someone else has and going like, yeah, well, you know, I might have something, but it's no whatever this is. You know, you'll always be looking at the things you didn't do more than the things you did do. But I think it's important to be like, yeah, you know, even the people living here are like, yeah, I live in this city. I have access to jobs and a draft beer and Mozza pizza and Kebab City. Yeah, that's like you know, there's a lot of kebabs apparently, by the way. Sisson Bro kebab, that's cute. Whereas, you know, you live in the rural countryside where it's cheaper. You live in Ribnita. I bet you dream of those things as you sat next to Lenin's statue. Oh man, we gotta go see Lenin's statue, right? Man, that is a decision. That is a whole decision. So it's not really over yet. It's not over till it's over. By the way, it's over. I'm gonna go. I have to reinstall Windows now. So wish me luck. If it goes poorly, you won't see a video from me tomorrow. Or ever again, I guess. I guess if it goes poorly, then I'll be nomadic. Which would be a real privilege, I would say. Learn some Romanian. You know, it's the problem. It's the problem with an English speaker, right? If I am Danish, it's really obvious what second language I should learn. If I'm Italian, it's obvious what second language I should learn. If I am Paraguayan, it's really obvious what second language you should learn. Even if you're United Statesian, I feel like pick up Spanish. Apparently, it's you know, if you go to like Florida, it's crazy. You know, the place where you can't have unconscionable terms in contracts. If look at Sexy Fish, funny name for a place, and then look at the sign over here. Look at that. It's in. Oh, it's actually not. It's just in English. Well, that destroys my example. I guess they do speak English over here, but loads of official signs in. I think it's New York as well. It's English and Spanish. So you know, you're living in a bilingual. You know, there's a place called Little Havana, right? Little Havana. You know, if you're a United Statesian, or at least an East Coast United Statesian, or you live in one of the border states, really obvious what your second language should be. If you're Canadian and you want a job in the government, which is like 30-40% of the country, then, you know, like, obviously you learn French as your second language. Or if you're French, it's very obvious also. If you live in like the UK, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, you know, I feel like you live in like a country where native English is the place. And also, you know, like you could make the argument that British people should learn French. It's our closest country. It's our closest customs officers or whatever. Our closest country where they will insist they do not speak English regularly. Or should we go for the world's most spoken language, Chinese? Well, world's most spoken language, including second speakers, would be Spanish. So like Spanish, French, Chinese. But then what about Romanian? What about when someone comes and dunks on you for your pronunciation? We have a sign in Spanish at my local laundromat that says, please stop putting dimes in the quarter coin pusher. Okay, let's go find your local laundromat right now, Ad and Sony. I'm going to go there right here. Okay, so it's going to be around here somewhere. Laundromat. There's like a 1 in a 1,000 chance I'm getting this right. Okay, let's go. So I can't read the sign from here, but it doesn't look like it's a place that's going to have multilingual signs. 24-hour surveillance security, capacity washers and barbers. You know, okay, let's go for a different guess. It's gonna be over here. I reckon people on the internet are good enough about hiding where they live. Is this gonna? Oh, it's changed. The laundromat turned into an injury attorney. Wow, city's on the up and up, huh? Anyway, yeah, Oh, you did just straight up give me the thing. So laundrette. Monroeville. Let's go to Monroeville. Is this Monroe? Oh, wait, I don't know what I just did. It wasn't good, though. Okay, this is not the right country. This is not, I mean, state. Country. I'll stick with it. Okay, so Monroeville. I'm going to find it without the map, then. Okay, so there's 2 big cities. It's not... There's one called Hoover, which is fun. There's Talladega. There's Russellville. Muscle Shoals. Guntersville. Albertville. I'm not finding this. It's going to be near a big city. You don't strike me as that rural... Oh, no, I found it. It's right here. Monroe Drugs. Wow, living the dream. You got a drugstore? They're not even legal here yet. Look at the pills you can buy. It actually looks a little bit, like, wonky. Like, look at this store. Look at this store. I don't like this. Why are the aisles wonky to the... Why... The Christmas tree is an interesting decision, too. Like, this is August 2017. Okay, so... let's go find the laundromat. We'll go for a little drive. I'd love to visit the UK one day. It's totally worth doing. It's great country, I hear. So let's drive down the road. Make sure not to make any illegal U-turns. Speed limit's 25 miles per hour. Wow. Oh, only because it's the school zone. I was gonna say, like, wow, that's like surprisingly like urbanist progressive, but I think for a school, 25 is high. Although if people... I find the one time people actually do the speed limit in America is school zones. Oh, wow, petrol. $3.12 a gallon. Cheap. Not spending a lot to fill that car. Monroeville Seafood. This is not what a seafood store should look like. No offense. Okay, I'm going to have to go for Monroeville Laundromat. Laundromat near Monroeville, AO. Oh, it's so far out. Coin Laundry. Probably this one. It's at the petrol station, is it? Oh, yeah. That's nice. And there's pizza in there. Okay, that's living the dream. I was starting to think, like, wow, I didn't realize I had a viewer in a third world nation. And now I'm realizing, like, oh, it's just the drugs and the seafood. This is nice. This is a good spot. This is a place you get out of the car and you go, I've made it. I'm living life large, you know? Weird to see speeds ending in a 5. Yeah, in the UK we don't have them. Like, unofficially we have them. Let me show you one. I'm trying to think the last time I saw a speed limit ending in a 5. I think... Hope I get this right. I was in Luton recently. And... I don't even know. I came off the motorway and drove down one of these roads for a while. I think it was Heron Foods. I think so. I think they had a speed limit sign that's like, yeah, make sure you drive 15 miles an hour here. No, they did not. I was wrong about that. But yeah, if it ends in a 5, it's not legally enforceable in the UK, which is a fun quirk. If it's lower than 20 as well, you can never be forced to drive less than 20. But you probably should in lots of cases. Like, you know, if you are in a Domino's car park, there's no car park. See, reasonable urban design right there. If you're in Dunstable and you go around this Sainsbury's car park, I bet they'll have a sign on entry being like, please do not speed around here. Oh, look at this. Busy Sainsbury's. Okay, they've got a sign saying two-way traffic. They don't even have an indication that you should be going slow. They're just like, you know what? You're here, you get it. Don't be committing crimes, okay? Oh yeah, look at this. So they painted these lines. Oh no, they painted them in 2014. And then in 2018 they look like this. Interesting. Luton? Nah, Luton? That makes no sense. I'm glad you get to see my third world city. Yeah, part of your city looks... honestly, though, it is the interesting thing. If you look at the Alabama... I'll fact check this right now. I bet the per capita GDP, the measure of the economy, is higher than, like, anywhere that I have been outside of the US, right? I would be willing to bet. Let's find out right now. Let's not... list of island... Okay, let's go to... list of islands created since the 20th century and go to Alabama. Wait, states GDP compared to countries. There's a page for this somewhere. list of U.S. states and territory by GDP. There's it exists around on Wikipedia somewhere. List of countries by GDP nominal. Okay, you can't get it on there. So let's just go to Alabama. Like, Alabama is officially a very rich place on a global level. 62,000 is the median household income. Do you know how crazy people would go for $62,200 too? That's 46 grand in the UK. It's only like 7 or 12k above average, depending on how you measure. But it's not that actually much higher. But still, the average income is that much higher, and the GDP per capita, if you are to measure it, is presumably also higher. But there's a weird thing that if you are a rich place surrounded by poorer places, you seem even richer. You know, like, without offense, I'm going to come back to Chisinau. Moldova is not a wealthy country. Moldova's per person income, by comparison here, this is not what I want it to be, but it's fine. Moldova, because their per capita income is, what is it here? Per capita about 19,000. It's way higher than I thought. But because, you know, we're comparing income and per capita GDP. It's not a fair thing to do. You shouldn't do it. GDP is also not perfect, but they're about a third richer, about a third the wealth of Alabama in Moldova. But if you're in the really wealthy bit of Moldova, you get pastries that are fancier than, like, I think I could find. I can't find that. I can't find pastries this fancy near where I live. I want to be able to buy a mushroom, but it's actually a cake. And presumably it's fancier than where you are too. Because if you are a rich place nearby poor places, then first of all, the statistics average out, and they're averaging you into it. Whereas in the inverse, if you're in, I think Alabama and Mississippi are both pretty big for this. There are lots of places in these states where officially they are some of the most, like, if you're earning $62,000, or even if you're earning half of the average in Alabama, as you might if you live in Jasper. Is Jasper a nice place? It looks like it is. It's got Alabama stackers. If you live in Jasper, yeah, this might be fancy. Tell me if I'm on base here, Ad and Sony. I feel like if you're in a poor place relatively surrounded by rich places, as you probably are if you live near... I found Birmingham to be nice enough when I was there. It definitely has rough bits. I think I have a video of me walking to the airport, right? So I must have been walking over this train track over here somewhere. But I think it was right here, actually. There we go. I never intended to release this, but it's out there anyway. I think that if you are a poor place next to a rich place, and especially in a rich country, there's like a real brain drain that happens, right? If you live in Selma, and you could go and live in, let's be real, Jacksonville or Miami or Austin or Houston, without even requiring a passport, and honestly, you'd be a real, Americans will just drive that, right? Or Nashville, actually. Nashville is a crazy wealthy place. Then if you want to start your bakery where you sell cups that look, or things that look like mushrooms, you will go there. There's like a human capital nature to the idea that, like, I think there is always like a baked in, no matter how wealthy a place gets, whatever way you want to define place, like small part of city, big city, region of state, country, whatever you want to define it as. Yeah, I think it was okay when I went Ad and Sony, but I didn't stay long. Yeah, I liked it. I love in a Victorian terrace house, so seeing houses like this is mental to me. Polly, give me an address like your address, like on the other side of your city, if you're comfortable with that, or on another city that you lived in previously. Let me go compare what it looks like. So I'm gonna go back to Monroe again. I'm fascinated by this, and we've got full permission to zoom into this here. So like, if you live here, look how different the houses look. It is staggering to me. But yeah, living in a house like this, you are objectively living incredible by most world standards. But the people around you are there because they're like, yeah, it's good enough. Rather than because they're like, this is the best life can get. Because to a lot of human beings, this is the best life can get. But within a very wealthy country, and the United States is the wealthiest in the world by overall any metric you can come up with. Besides, I think there's a couple where China are ahead, to be fair. But like living here isn't. Look, a 2-car garage with an ice cooler and a paddling pool and a lawnmower. But also, a lot of people would look down on this, right? Eldon Terrace, York. Let's go for it. Eldon Terrace, York. Yeah, York's a nice place. So by comparison, York is actually quite a nice city. So for a lot of Yorkshire, this is the nice place you would want to move. Look at the house by comparison. If you, again, for a lot of the world population, massive boom and increase. For a lot of the UK population, this is like where you could conceivably be living. Owning one of these houses would still put you in the top. You'd be like top 30% by wealth. If you own one of these on an even somewhat affordable mortgage, your life is going to be fine from then onwards. If you own the weird house that is sideways compared to the rest of your street, I don't like this at all, chat. This makes me uncomfortable. They're all like this, and then the one guy has his front door on the side of the house. I don't like that at all. I want to go see inside of it. So this is 110 Eldon Terrace, York. Let's copy that address, and let's go to Rightmove, I guess. Can you show me this house on Rightmove? Okay, let's see if it's been sold. I want to see it's not listed for sale. Was it historically listed for sale? I want to see inside of it. I need to see was it ever on any property sale website? I just need to know. I want to know what the layout is like for a house where you enter in the middle, just like that. It's indexed in the house prices. It's an 87 square meter site. Yeah, it's apparently not been sold. The nearby houses were sold, but not this one. Okay, let's click on this house. This is one of their neighbors. And again, for some people, this is like, man, what a sad kitchen. Why would you be living there? And so those people presumably will move to the nicer bits of the city or of the county, or anything else like that, right? I think actually, yeah, this is probably. I think I know where this is in York, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it's not where I thought it was in York. But if you live like here, I sometimes look at houses in cities like this. You can get like a. Oh no, this is not an example. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Look at this house. You would feel like you lived in a Victorian novel. My dad's from Hinseti, also Moldova, but way poorer. Yeah, you made it. You made it, right? You're living in. I think some people don't like the idea. It's like rude to be considered make it. You're meant to be like, no, it's just modest. It's not great. You're doing great. You should feel good about it. You should feel happy with it. You should want more, maybe even. Doesn't mean you shouldn't be happy though. But look at this. It's like the same design of house, but just way grander. And then the people who live here, you know, you go to school. Your parents say like, well, they have too much money. They have money because they perform illegal abortions on animals. You know, like that's they have to make up like reasons why they're actually morally inferior if they live there. But most importantly, if you have the choice, if you have like an economic opportunity to live here rather than there, or indeed to live, if you really wanted a nice house and you could pick anywhere in the UK, I feel like a Manchester suburb is a good example. I don't know I forget the name of it, but there's one like inner Manchester around here somewhere. Is it Holme? I think there's some real nice houses, really, really close to a big city, where you get to. Oh yeah, this is not what I was thinking at all. You know, let's. But yeah, this is not what you dream of. But by the way, £3,207 a month. That only just hit me, man. I guess we do have a housing crisis, huh? Man, this is tragic. Look at this bedroom. Look at this bedroom. Oh dear God, it's four bedrooms sharing one bathroom, and how is the house even that much bigger on the first floor than the ground floor? Like, what is the house floating? I have some questions. Honestly, Edgbaston and Brum is really nice. I've never heard of anyone saying anywhere in Birmingham is nice. The moment you get nice in Birmingham, you have to call it something else because people will think you live in Birmingham otherwise. Edgbaston. Oh, it's a village, is it? Ooh, let's see what the houses are looking like here. So this is somewhere where you might dream of living. Is it? Let's go street view it. So yeah, if you live in one of those, if you live in the £3,000 house with 3 other people presumably, Man, that's still that's like 800 something pounds a month per room to have a shared bathroom. In York, in a not very good part of... Something's gotta... There's something going on there. Okay, this is... I did not pick... I'm gonna go for Edgbaston Village. I think I must have... I must have gone wrong with this. Okay, this is Edgbaston Village. It's a nice high street. I don't think I could live here. Virtual tours from photos.co.uk. How lovely to hear about. Thanks, Nudicus. Your English is perfect so far. Yeah, you have done perfect English so far in the stream that I have noticed. I think I've driven through there. Oh, can't be that nice if you've accidentally driven through. Yeah, Birmingham. The reason Birmingham took the American school of thought of like, let's put roads everywhere. Everywhere that a road could be, we want a road. So you can see, like, look how chaotic the road design is. So, and the thing is, though, roads are really, really good as a piece of infrastructure. When we were building out Birmingham in the post-war period, we're like, yeah, everyone loves roads all the time. And so you get some really funky road designs. This is one of my favorite, chat. It's the A38M, and I hope I'm getting this right. It's a 6-lane road. But get this, right? It's a 7-lane road, and the middle lane is this red lane. So you're going 70 miles per hour, and the only thing stopping you from other traffic is this red lane. But then, during the rush hours, I hope we can find a image of this somewhere. What they do is they tell you that there's extra points where you can go. They open up a lane, basically. And it's the only time we've done something like that in the UK, and apparently we hated it so much we never did it again. You should look at Kingston Gorse, Sussex. Okay, Kingston Gorse, Sussex. East Preston, Littlehampton. Yeah, sure. Sounds right. Okay, so this is where you want to live. If you're from they don't even have Street View? I didn't know you could just do that. Well, that's nice. I know there's the place in Poole, Sandbanks. I think this is the highest property prices for the entire area. It's an affluent neighborhood of Poole. It's a literal island here. And the houses, you know, they're shocking prices. Like, look at this one. Oh, that's I thought it was a house, but it's clearly some form of, like, sports. Oh, no, this is a house, right? No, it's Sandy Lane 72Y74. Is that 2 houses? This is, like, if you want, like, American-style living, this is where you come and live. If a large house is important to you, this is where you come and do it. Although you can get flats here, apparently. So I'm not... Yeah, look at this one here. Look at this house. It's cute. It's McMansion-y, right? You don't get McMansions in the UK outside of this one spot. Go to a random spot in Bangladesh. Why not? Yeah, like we're saying like some places are good or bad, but you compare it to say Dhaka, which is one of the biggest 30 cities by GDP, and even if you're living like central to the city there, hypothetically, you live in a house that looks like this. And so to you, it does. You know, like the difference between all the examples we've just shown is like, oh wow, you're telling me they all get electricity that's like up more than 98% of the time? No generators needed? Really? You don't have to hang your laundry on the... You know, like, you know, I feel like sometimes people take the angle if you are like, you know, the poverty porn angle of like, wow, so bad for some people, right? But it's like, no, the majority of people, you know, like, if you are born in the next 30 years, you are way more likely to be born into this. This is actually kind of nice. This building here, this is like fancy. I would be willing to bet. Oh, it's a hotel. It's a Grand Tulip, although it's closed. Yeah, I think that when I was in the Philippines, I stayed in a part that's like really big for tourism. And the Philippines is wealthier than most middle-income countries. But it was really telling that right by the port, this is Cebu, right by the port of this island, you could see where they had developed like inland a little bit. And then just right after you get into the port, it's like the road that takes you from there to everywhere else. Oh, this is not the road. But there'd be people living on it, and it would just be like one level inwards would be crazy. And I don't know, like it's interesting to me that there is a whole other society you don't interact. You know, like you might think like within your own country, like most Americans don't interact with rural Alabama. Most rural Alabamans don't interact with most of America. But it goes like a layer deeper. You know, most people from York never see sandbanks in Poole. They don't see that you can live in a McMansion. But then it's like on the level that you don't realize that like within your own country, you don't see the gap that way, but how big it can get is kind of crazy. That's why I want to see China. I feel like China has suddenly jumped up, and they've spent like all the money they can on infrastructure, basically. And so there's some cool stuff happening. I feel like I want to see it. I want to see it while it's at. Like, look at whatever this is. Can we see this in 3D? Oh, it's China. Of course we can't. Look, I don't understand what's happening here, but look, the Wulidian Motor Exchange is a 5-star rating. It's the world's most complex interchange. Oh my god. I wanna go and see this. I bet there are still people living in like relative extreme poverty. Let's pick a random house in China. Chongqing. Oh, it's China. There's no street view. This person. Oh yeah, look at that. This isn't China. There's no way this is China. There's something appealing about this, right? Anyway, I think we got lost. I think I was ending the stream about an hour ago. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll enjoy today. How long have we been going? If you enjoyed, then consider. I've been told that you should consider buying one of them card things. And otherwise, I am going to see you tomorrow. But I've got to go reset my PC now. So, I'll start the process here. So, this is a Samsung 990 EVO Pro Plus. It's such a valuable item that Amazon wouldn't deliver it to me without me confirming like a trillion times. Like, have you received it? Give the man a passcode. He might try and steal it from you. I just can't imagine my Amazon driver knowing an SSD is valuable enough to steal. But maybe I am, because like there's a lot of valuables. There's a lot of things that are more valuable than this. There's a lot of Amazon a lot, but I guess it's like high density. Look how tiny it is. It's this big. Chat, I can't get over this. You can get, this is a pen. This is my 4 terabyte drive. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. This is 4 terabytes on it. Where are they? Where are the terabytes stored? Are they in the cloud? No, that is crazy how dense we've got on our chips. The fact that I can just touch it too. What the heck? Man, you afford an NVMe in the middle of an AI bubble? It was pretty cheap actually. So, for comparison, I bought a 2 terabyte regular SSD SATA for my first PC build. And it cost me about the same as this 4 terabyte NVMe one. That is like the most reliable, best model you can buy. I'm pretty impressed, honestly. Naito, NVMe aren't that bad. The memory is the awful stuff. I'm envious of your 4 terabytes. Oh, do you want to see something that will make you really jealous? So I have a regular SSD now that was like dirt cheap. I think 8 terabytes of storage or something was it. If you get regular like SATA SSDs now, they're crazy cheap. It used to be you had to get what's it called, a hard drive, like a disk drive for your big storage, because no one's getting an SSD for more than like 500 gigs or a terabyte or whatever. And now you can get the fastest, highest quality device, less than 300 quid. Do you know how like you're talking like 40 pastries again? If you go to the Grey Goose enough times, like 40 papayas, and I can get more storage than I would have imagined was possible in my childhood in the fastest form factor we know. I still rock a hard drive, so it's infrastructure explained. Hey, you changed your name. It's good to see you. I never caught the reason behind the name change, by the way. Yeah, I think it's crazy that you're still getting a hard drive. I want to find, okay, let's find me some pastries. I'm gonna send this image. So Grey Goose Garden in Chisinau. Okay, so I'll tell AI. This is what AI is for, right? Hello. Can you tell me places in the UK that have pastries shaped like mushrooms, like they have in Grey Goose Garden, Moldova? This is what AI is for. Turn your desire into Okay, so they're called Kiapichi. Oh, they're specifically regional. They're sweet cookie pastries that... I don't think that's right. I think this is... Okay, we gotta go to the specialty Moldovan shop. Is this a Kiapichi? I'm gonna go back. I think Google misunderstands. Yeah, that's not a Kiapichi. That's just a mushroom. No, okay. Let's let AI know that it's stupid. Hello, I think it's shaped like a mushroom. It isn't actually made from mushroom. There we go. You're absolutely correct. The pastry is shaped like a mushroom, but it is a sweet dessert item, not made from actual mushrooms. Traditional Moldovan pastries are made from... You can't... No, you misunderstand. It's just shaped like a mushroom. It has nothing to do with kiabichi. In the UK, modern Pacific... Yeah, there we go. Unlike the traditional kiapieci cookie, these are complex multi-layer desserts made from mousse, ganache, and meringue. So if we go to Terrace at the Dilly, they have a magnificent mushroom. A strawberry ganache-filled mushroom cap with... Oh, that actually sounds pretty good. Sanderson Hotel... So that's... I don't want to go to a hotel, though. But themed afternoon tea sounds fun. The Brooklands has a dessert shaped like a Scottish cep. Porcini mushroom... Oh, 2 Michelin stars. So, Brooklyn... You know, let's go find out. So, let's see... Next week, festive Christmas menu. I'm excited for that. Let's get going. Let's go find their website. Oh yeah, this place looks fancy. Oh, it's got a man. It's got glass. It's got a view. It's got a chef. Oh, they're doing things. Oh, look at the view. Whoa, aubergines. Whoa. It's all over me all the time. What a website this is. So they've got a cigar tasting room on the 8th floor of the rooftop of the Peninsula, London. Where is the Peninsula? I feel like I should know it. SW1, Grosvenor Place. I feel like view map. Yeah, give me the map. Oh. I don't know the peninsula at all. It looks like you would have to drive here, but it's like on a roundabout. How do you get dropped off on the roundabout here? Yeah, maybe it's also full fat vegan milk. Nip Fab barrier. Wait, that's not a milk, that's a moisturizer. Weird. So yeah, it's up there. How do you get up there? Is it oh, it's by Hyde Park Corner, I guess. Okay, so Cream Dream. Oh yeah, Cream Dream. That's a good point, actually. Cream Dream. Patisserie and Cafe, Bedford Street. Yeah, this place has some crazy... You know, actually, yeah, a lemon. You can get a lemon. You can get a donut. It's not a mushroom, though, but it is similarly fancy. Eastern Europeans just better at pastry. Yeah, look, they got a coffee bean. Is it by Hyde Park? Yeah, apparently. Okay, so let's look at their menu. Let's look at what their dessert looks like. Do they have like a tasting menu for me? Okay, so you can see there's a mushroom coming from Scotland. Okay, how much is this setting me back? Okay, so desserts. Jerusalem artichoke, banana. Okay, so Scottish Shep. It's going to be £27 if I want... it doesn't even sound like it's made in the shape for mushroom. They're literally just going to put banana, wine, and creme fraiche in a mushroom. £27 is pricey. Do you think they'll mind if I show up and say, I just want to eat the mushroom and then leave? It'd be a good view while I did. Or I could simply buy the £205 tasting menu. What a reasonable price. Sorry, that doesn't actually come with it. That comes with the best of British apples. If we want a tasting menu that has the Shep on it, then we can't have it. Okay. Well, now we know. Also, what is guinea fowl? I'm gonna have to Google that later. With that said, look up Cedric Grolet. Oh, I know Cedric Grolet. Cedric Grolet at the Berkeley. This is the this place is horrifically rated on Google, and if you read through every bad review, they're like, oh yeah, they just scammed me. They just... Okay, let's go. Let's sort by lowest rating. I was looking forward to trying it. only to find it's as good as the £1 croissants at Lidl. I was looking forward to trying it, but it fell. Oh, this is exactly what we're talking about, though. Look at that lime. It comes in a little photo box. You can make a machinima from your lime. It's not machinima, I guess. It's a stop motion. It's all I've ever wanted to do. Exceptional prices for unexceptional food. Had better afternoon tea at a motorway cafe. It's not a dining experience. It's a brand cash grab. You're paying for the name and a few Instagrammable bites. This is not very Instagrammable, gotta say. Okay, so look at this one. He orders since seasonal tart for £36, and the check was billed £50 because they. Yeah, okay, so they just overbilled him. £50 for a seasonal fruit tart, by the way. This is £50! And then they have the bulls, to charge a 15% service charge. And then, even crazier, I don't think that 15%... No, they've got that right. They just charged it on the coffee as well. So then to go ballsier, they've charged 15% on that, meaning you can spend £69 on this and a coffee. Oh. And the response is, we're sorry that the pricing did not feel transparent. Sorry for charging you £69, but you're a dummy for paying it, was the response. Google Century Chisinau. That's where you find the best Moldovan restaurants. You know, I'll have to go to Moldova, and if I eat enough pastries, it'll pay for the flight over there. Let's ask Google. Google knows the secrets, right? If I save £45 per pastry, how many pastries do I need to eat to justify the flight to Moldova? Say a 2-day trip anytime in January. Here's the answer. You need to eat only 3 pastries if I get the £74 Wizz Air flight. That would also cover accommodation and food and transport. Wait. What's the logic here? It said 3 pastries, but with every other trip included, 6.09 pastries. Therefore, if I eat 7 pastries, so Chisinau is between 95 and 250 MDL. If you fancy a single large mushroom pastry, it'll be much lower than 45. I'd need to consume 31 pastries to justify the trip. Oh, terrible. Also, did Google AI just give me 3 responses? You need to eat 3 pastries. Sorry, my response was off. You need to eat 7 pastries. Actually, pro tip, you need to eat 31 pastries. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, that said, I hope you'll enjoy today. I don't know what we did. The logic is I made it up. That really is how AI goes, huh? That really is how AI goes. Anyway, with that said, I hope you'll enjoy today. I hope you liked us looking around the world. And, Dasher, I got a 1 in 13 million chance of finding your local cafe. Let's go to Bright Israeli Grill. Oh, it's nice in here. Not give off. Okay, thank you for watching. Oh, too fancy. Get to know opera. I don't want to. Anyway, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Good night. Great stream, Toy Cat. Thanks, you too. Oh, I've got to go install this. I'm gonna, spill something on it if I keep going. Also, one of my favorite drinks so far. Bottle Green Elderflower Spritz. Have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow.